Good afternoon. Good afternoon and welcome to Season AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Can you hear me all right? I'm just trying to check everything before we go too far ahead. I want to make sure everything's working fine. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I hope you can. Okay, I think it sounds better this way. Let me just check on the system before I go too far ahead. Please do share the broadcast. You are watching Citizen Y, the platform where we speak truth to power. Let me just check one or two things. I'm just trying to make sure there's some back echoing, and I want to make sure it's not affecting things. I may have to go out and come back in if it continues. Okay, can you hear me? Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Just want to check something. Okay. Okay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon and welcome to Season AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. On this platform, we really are trying to raise the level of awareness. The killings are going on every day. The state of insecurity is alarming. You see that there's 100 million naira ransom they are asking for the school kids that were kidnapped in Ekiti. I mean, it is shocking. It is terrible. So let's get in, gather in here, join us, share the broadcast. Let us talk a little bit. I'm not quite sure for how long I will go on for, but I want to really talk about this because I think it's not. It is really quite the Oba Shegun Aremu Cole was killed in Kwara State. I will give you more details about that later on. Please do share this broadcast as we really want to make sure that we reach as many people as possible. I'm going to try and share it on as many platforms as possible as I'm speaking to you. Then we can get into it. Really, there's nobody else that can help us but ourselves. Nobody else that can help us but ourselves. And I really want us to be very, very clear about that. Make sure that from here on, we begin to do the things we need to do in our communities to raise the level of awareness. Share the broadcast to as many people as I've said, to reach as many people. We need to work together and protect our communities. Now, please, if you are waiting for the magic wand to come from abroad to fix the issues, then you're very much mistaken. I'm sorry, it is not going to work like that. We will need collective action right from the grassroots within our communities to really begin to change our mindset. We must take collective action. It really is that simple. I just want us to really understand how bad things are. There is no safety anywhere. So a few days ago, they killed two Obas, and the third one escaped. Now they've killed another one and they've abducted his wife. I mean, how long are we going to accept this? How long are we just going to just sit there and go, okay, we still, it doesn't, any talk of talking about you want Yoruba nation must happen now. We are not being realistic. We simply aren't being realistic. So let me just do something. I'm going to quickly do this on Facebook. I want people on Facebook to join me on YouTube. So I'm going to quickly do that and share. So please let this go to as many people as possible. Let it reach as many people as possible. We do need to talk about things. A lot of people do not seem to really understand that this is something that is impacting all of us. And unless we begin to take collective action, we're not going to get anywhere. We just simply aren't going to get anywhere. And I know a lot of people find that difficult when I say this, and they seem to think, oh, you just you just hear, just it's easy to talk, but it's not about talking. What we do on this platform is to provide an avenue, a room, a space for us to discuss and take critical steps, such as, for example, on this platform, we are always telling you about the monthly allocation that we get in each of the local government, and we've always been encouraging everybody to actually join us in beginning to hold their governance to account. So these are the things that we talk about, and I do hope that you will help us grow the platform. Facebook are just unreliable, so I'm just going to go in there briefly, pass a message on, and then get others to join me on here. So do bear with me whilst I just go and get that set up. I'm going to make sure the link for the YouTube is automatically put on there, so that when I just talk for a few minutes, people can just join me here. That's what we need to do from here on. We cannot rely on Facebook. So just bear with me, those of you on YouTube, bear with me whilst I just pass the message on Facebook. Just give me a few minutes. So we're just going to talk about that. So good afternoon and welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I really want you all to understand something, and that is this. We have to begin to work collectively together. There is a state of insecurity in Nigeria. I'd like you to help, to contribute in the discussions. Don't forget, you are you to be able to follow the discussions. Although I'm on Facebook, a lot of my discussions is now going to be on Facebook and on YouTube and on TikTok. Facebook, I will still be using. We'll put some videos on there, but the live broadcast more and more is going to happen on YouTube. Please, there's a link for the YouTube right now. You can click on it and join us on YouTube. We have a lot to discuss. We're going to talk about the late Oba Segun Aremu Cole that was killed. We're going to talk about the 100 million naira that they're demanding for the school children. Yeah, we're going to talk about the state of the religion in Nigeria and how it is now becoming apparent that those brainwashing religions, they have left the citizens defenseless. The citizens have no defense against religions that was imposed upon us. We had no choice in the matter. This was an imposition. I need you all to please share this broadcast. Go ahead right now. Subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Hit notification button. Give us thumbs up. Help us share the broadcast. So for the next few minutes, I am just promoting this broadcast on Facebook. The actual discussions will take place on YouTube. So you can help us. Yomade Ijibadejo, welcome on board. The broadcast will shortly be happening on YouTube. We will have the discussions there. Regina Okon, Nya, welcome on board. Please go and subscribe right now to us on YouTube. Citizen AY on YouTube. We are going to be discussing there. Facebook are not reliable, and we believe that we will have a better response by doing the broadcast on YouTube. Please go ahead, subscribe to Citizen AY, hit the notification button, give us thumbs up on YouTube. Ken Dolo, thank you very much. Welcome on board. You are watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. This is going to be a short broadcast on Facebook. The full broadcast will be taking place on YouTube. Join Citizen AY on YouTube. The link is on the screen. Click on it. It's in the comment section. Click on it, subscribe, hit the notification button, give us thumbs up, help us reach more people. We will be having that discussion shortly, but we wanted to come on Facebook to make sure people are aware that if you want to see us, you can see us live and direct, uninterrupted on YouTube. Click on Citizen AY and there subscribe, hit notification button, give us thumbs up. We really appreciate your support. I'll be back later on to see more of this broadcast, to follow what is going on. We urge you, subscribe to us on YouTube. And for those who will be watching later on, please, if you want to see the complete broadcast, we need you to go onto YouTube, subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube, hit the notification button, give us thumbs up, help us reach more people. Thank you very much. So I'll be pausing here now to see more of this broadcast, and we're going to go to in-depth discussion. We need you to go along onto Citizen AY on YouTube. Hit notification button, give a thumbs up, and of course, share the broadcast and like the broadcast as you get on there. Everybody on now, like the broadcast to reach more people. So for now, I want to say to those of you on Facebook, thank you so very much. You've been watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'll be seeing you on the other side shortly. Come along. Come and join Citizen AY on YouTube right now. Thank you and bye for now. Okay, so with that said, I want to thank those of you who have been sharing it. Let's continue with what we're doing. So what you see on the broadcast is what is going to happen. Okay, I can turn it. That's fine. So yeah, let me just make sure that is going on. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to check one or two things to make sure that it's done. Okay. Okay. So give me a minute. Okay. So we're just going to be doing a little bit of this. We want you all to just join us. Welcome on board. And I bid you all good afternoon and thank you very much. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. The broadcast today will be covering the topic you see on the screen, and we would very much appreciate it if you can share the broadcast and reach as many people as possible. There is a lot more to say about the governance, but to be honest, today's broadcast is really about you and I and how we can begin to impact our governance. The governance will do whatever they want to do, but it is up to you and I to begin to take that collective action to change the narrative and to be in control of what is going on. It really is important that we do that. I want to thank everybody that's been joining us thus far and that's been following us and subscribing to us on all our platforms. We are on Citizen AY is on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Yoru app, so we are on a lot of platforms. So please endeavor to share our broadcast. Help us reach more and more people, and we really appreciate your support. So with that said, don't forget, when you come in, I urge you all, always give us a thumbs up. That's the first thing you do. When you come into the front door, think of it as you taking off your shoes and when you come into your house. So what we want to do is absolutely urge you all to please help us share this broadcast, help us reach more people. We really need your support in growing the platform. And always give us a thumbs up. Please, those of you watching now on Facebook, on YouTube, thumbs up. Very, very important. Every single person, because every thumbs up, it means that they reach one more person extra, maybe two more, maybe three more. And the more we get the thumbs up, the more it reaches more audience. We need a larger audience to be able to get the message out there. Right now, we are not about just putting our hands up in the air and going, God help us, God help us. Gone are those days. And I want us all to be able to put that into collective action by taking action on ground right now. So each and every one of you, thank you for the thumbs up. I see someone that's given us a thumbs up on there. When you're watching, give us a thumbs up. Help us share the broadcast. Now, we're going to start the broadcast proper. Now, here's what we do. So the first thing I wanted to share with you is the pastors that you see in the background. I don't know if I might be able to play the video. I'll see if I can get a video up briefly. And I need to talk about that in great detail because honestly, what I saw in that video is sad. And it demonstrates something that is very, very damaging for our society. For too long, we have ignored it. We've ignored the effects of such devastating acts where somebody somewhere decides that they are going to be self-hating on themselves and the entire race, because that is what you are seeing, or what you will see shortly, is a display of deep self-hate, something we need to confront within our society as Africans, as Yorubas, Igbos, Middle Belt. We need to confront this. And the object of this is to make us understand how the religion of Christianity is not only damaging into our society and making us turn away from the gods of our own ancestors, but is psychologically enslaving us to a system that makes us see ourselves as less than human. That is what is going on, and you will shortly see this video. So let us see if I can find the video up, and we can get the video up, and we can talk about that in a bit more detail, because we really need us. I really need us to understand what has been done here. It might be a bit jerky here and there, but I will endeavor to just share it with you nonetheless. I mean, I'm going to mute it. I don't want the music to come into it. So I'm going to mute it, because it's not so much the music I'm about. It's the action of the pastors that I want you to focus on. So now, here we go. So we're going to watch this now. It's only 20 something minutes or so long. So this is in a church. See, some of the congregation are seated. The pastor is an African. He's wearing European clothes. And in his hand, he has a belt. He has a belt. Let me just check what is going on here. I want to make sure we got this right. So make sure we are on the right track. So I don't want to make sure you hear me. So good afternoon. Please do share this broadcast. Everybody coming in, please give us a thumbs up. There's 4 people watching us now, and we're grateful. Please make sure you give us a thumbs up before you do anything else. As you're coming in, make it a natural process. Just come in, but as soon as you come in and you log into Citizen AY, give us a thumbs up. Help us reach more people. We really and truly appreciate you, and we need your support. You are, of course, watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Help us spread the word. So now, as I said, what you're seeing on the screen, you're seeing this man here, the pastor, dressed in European clothes. He's an African himself, but the actions that he carries out, he's actually carrying out the actions. I don't know if you've seen a video. A few years back, there was a video of a Brazilian priest that was congregating, that was ministering his congregation, and majority of the congregation were black. So, and he was beating them, he was whipping them, and they were coming and they were turning around, and he was whipping them on the back or their hands. I can't remember. And he was white. And that is a psychological damage right there, because the people that he's ministering will see themselves as people who don't deserve anything but being whipped. And that is what I'm trying to really highlight here. This is the damage that, thank you very much, those of you giving us a thumbs up there. There's 3 thumbs up now. I really am appreciative of that. As you're coming in, give us a thumbs up. Help us reach more people. It is really important. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Share the broadcast. Let it reach as many people as possible, because we want to cover a range of topics today. We're going to cover the religion. We're going to cover the killings of our kings and our people, and what that signifies. And of course, the ransom that they're asking, the 100 million outcome they're asking for students. And what is the government doing about that? Our role is crucial to put a stop to all of this nonsense. If we keep just being on our knees and praying as Christians and Muslims, nothing will change. In fact, they will kill more of us. They will kill more kings. They are going to kill more kings. They're going to kill more people. They will abduct more children. They will rape more women in our land, for as long as we do not take collective action. And that is what we're here to advocate for. We encourage you. Please subscribe to Citizen AY. Give us a thumbs up. As you're watching, please, we really appreciate your support. You can help us for that by giving us thumbs up as you are watching the broadcast. It is really, really important, and we are grateful. So now, go back to what is on screen. Let us see what is being said on the screen. Now, you will see what is going to go on shortly. And I warn you, it is a very, very psychologically damaging. It is very, very psychologically damaging for us all. But for explanation purposes, to illustrate why we need to put a stop to this. And this explains why even the pastors who are and the Jews who are carrying out Christianity, they themselves, they are severely brainwashed, because what they are putting their own people to it's a kind of a brainwashing that they are under, and we need to really put a stop to that collectively. So here we go. So now you're gonna see, there we go. So he's taking the whip and is whipping some of the congregation in front of others. Now, do you recall, for when they came with colonial, when they were doing slavery, to make other people, Africans, fall in line and not to run away, the ones that were caught They put them in front of people like this and they beat them. So they said, anybody who runs, if you run and you are caught, you will be beaten. What the pastor was doing right there was the actions of the slave master. I need you to understand this. The actions of the pastor right there was the actions of a slave master. I'm going to, there's a picture that I'm going to show. I wasn't going to show you the picture. I'm going to try and do something to it. It is shocking. I know it is shocking. And this is what I want you to really understand. But I'm going to try, and if I can, have I put it up? I don't know if I shared it. I'll try one more thing. I think I did. Let me just check something. No, it's not there. So there is a picture. It is quite sickening. When I don't know if I even want to show it. It is quite. It's a horrible picture. When I saw it, it sickened me to my stomach, and I wanted to really. I was really quite angry about it, but at the same time, it is a teaching moment in my view. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can. I'm gonna put it somewhere. 1 second, please. Give me a minute. So we will play that again, but I wanted to. There's something I need to do to illustrate here. Exactly the point of what the pastors are doing. Good afternoon, Koiki. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. Thank you for the good work. Honestly, I really am grateful for your support and for always thumbs up. Thank you. Please, everybody give thumbs up. We need to wake up. We've been brainwashed and we are trying to break this down. You and I collectively. It is our collective effort that will give us self-determination. No one person can do it for us. Do not depend on one person to do what all of us must do. If we are doing that, then we're not really serious about taking our independence back. We are not really serious. We're just talking. I'm tired of talking. We need collective action. And there are steps we need to take to get us to where we need to get to, which is ultimately self-determination. Nigeria is not working. There is nobody can doubt that. What we need to do is to wake us up. Part of that task is for me to understand that spiritually we are dead. We are asleep. I don't mean dead, sorry. I mean we are asleep. And that is what we must change. We need to change that mental enslavement, whereby we accept all the lies that have been told about who we are, and we do not question anything, and we just accept it, and we think, oh, that's how it is. That was how it has always been, and we have to accept that, and we be psychologically conditioned to accept that that is our lot in life. Well, it's not the case. It is very much not the case. We need to begin to awaken. We are powerful beings. We've achieved a lot. We gave birth to the world's civilization. Africa is the birthplace of civilization. Period. End of story. So when we talk about this, it is really important that you play your part. Let me play this video here a bit more. And I like I said, every time you see this video, this is what the slave master did to us. Now they've moved it from the slave master catching slaves to inside the church, again psychologically to destroy us. We need to understand, and what is worst is that even the pastors doing this don't recognize the repetition of what was happening in the slave camp is what he's doing in his congregation. So you can see how damaging this is. This is extremely damaging, and we need to confront it. It's not clearly the man is enslaved. For him to do this to his own people, it just signifies and shows the deep level of self-hate that even the pastor himself is carrying. And of course, the problem with religions of Islam and Christianity is that they never allow you to question anything. They never, quote me, you are never allowed to question anything. They tell you what is in the scriptures you must follow, and they use that as a blanket to prevent anybody to question them, to be able to actually research and put a stop to these injustices. And they're carrying on with the same thing. And that is why this is so damaging psychologically for us all. Even for the pastor, with all the money that he's carrying around, to be doing that to his own people. Because he thinks that because he's dressed up as an European, he is an European. You will never be an European. You will always be an African. You should be proud of being an African. Now let's go forward. Let me play it again. There you go. I tell you, see, look at that. Look at that. See, that is what they're doing in the slave camps. That's what they were doing. We need to understand this, and we need to really make sure that this message gets out there. You know, it is. Oh, it's to be honest, for me watching it, I'm deeply, deeply upset and saddened that what the colonials did to us, we now perpetuate willingly under the guise of Christianity. And that is why we need to break this cycle, because if without breaking this cycle, we cannot have development in our continent. It is that simple. It is not acceptable for us in 2024 for a pastor to be doing what is on the screen. It is not something I condone, but for illustration purposes is why we are showing this broadcast. And there is one more that I wanted to show you. That picture is really quite shocking, what I'm going to tell you, what I'm going to show you if it comes up. But I'm going to have to cover bits of it up if I manage to find it. But let us play forward a bit more. Let's go ahead. Please share this broadcast. Share this broadcast. Watch that. So I'm not putting the voice because it's just, look at that. You see? Look at that. Look. Now, can you see there's a cross on his shoulder? So what that is telling you, they moved this act, this slavery act, from the slave camp into the church. And because they said it is under the Christianity and under Jesus Christ, it's okay to do it because you are in the church of the Lord. Can you see the psychological damage? I hope you can connect what I'm saying here. This is why we need to speak up. This is why programs like I'm doing right now is about raising awareness. We need to put a stop to it. It is on us. It is our responsibility as Africans to put a stop to this injustice. And I'm here to enlighten as many people as possible. Please do share this broadcast. We can learn a thing or two. Even the pastors that are doing this, the man that is carrying that belt about to hit somebody else, look, he is wearing a cross on his chest, and he believes he's doing Jesus's work by hitting somebody. But the people that gave him Jesus were the same people who enslaved his people. He needs to understand that by carrying on with what was done to us during slavery in the church shows that Christianity is not something we Africans must follow. I'm just saying, look, it's not about hate. I need you to understand that if we are going to put a stop to this kind of thing, it mustn't be allowed to be happening in our land. Even the government says nothing about it. And yet the government, we all know, the type of governance we have stems from Christianity. It stems from Christianity. The Christian Missionary Society with the British was sent by the British government to come and increase Christianity in our shores in 1840. I kid you not. These are the realities. I'm not spewing hate. I'm talking facts. I can give you facts to back up what I'm saying. So every time you see this pastor, he believes he's being holy because he's got the cross on his chest. It's okay for him to hit his fellow black man. Well, what he's doing is deep self-hate. And that is what we are trying to bring our attention to alert us, to make us know that what has been done here is sickening beyond words. It is sickening. It is unacceptable. We must confront it. We must not allow this kind of injustice to continue without us actually putting a stop to it. If we want development, we need to address this. So let me play it again. It's a painful watch. Watch that. See that. See? And he's a black man and he's hitting a black person. In his own mind, he's already accepting that we are not worthy. For you to take, for somebody to say, oh, because you're in the church and the church says you have to beat it out of them, you have to beat out of black people whenever they did wrong. As a black man, that's psychologically you're enslaved psychologically, because if you accept that kind of thing, then what else will you accept? What else will you accept as a norm? Because you're wearing the so-called cloth. Can you see so many crimes were committed under this cloth? And that is what I'm saying. As Africans, I'm asking you all, we need to think deeply about what is being put in front of us. What are we accepting in our community? And with this Christianity, again, what benefit has that been to our society? The people that are following Christianity are now 42 million or so strong in Yoruba land that they don't have a mind of their own. They always walk around with the Bible that they were given, the Bible that is printed in Rome, the Bible that's printed all over the place, telling them what to do in their own land, and they use their own money to buy that Bible. They're creating jobs. When you buy a Bible, we don't make the Bible in Nigeria, it's made abroad. All the wealth, Bible, it's about business if you think about it. But what is more damaging, put that to one side, is this. I want to play this again. I want you to see this. Man, look at that. See? So I'm going to play it again. See, I mean, how can we think anything about what we're seeing on the screen right now is okay? How can we even envisage that anything that is on the screen right now, that is going on right now, is okay? None of it is okay, and that's the point I'm trying to make. Those who are wearing those clothes, even though they say they're Christian, they are mentally enslaved. If you can take a belt and beat your fellow African without so much as even flinching and thinking, hang on, that I'm doing myself mental damage here. I'm destroying myself and my community. I'm going to put a stop to this. We have to stop this. For example, let me put this before you. The Pope, some of them are doing some things, but we need even much more. And I think we need to reconnect. As Africans, we must connect to our own ancestral beliefs. That's my strongly held view. It's my opinion, and I stick with that. Because what you're seeing on the screen, for as long as we allow this to happen in our community, we are doing ourselves untold damage psychologically within our community. And we will continue to inflict this damage unless we confront it together collectively. And that is why this kind of program that we're doing is of immense importance in our communities. We need to wake up. We must wake up. We must put a stop to this kind of inhuman treatment of ourselves. When you are perpetuating, thank you very much, those of you who have given us a thumbs up. Don't forget to come in and give us a thumbs up. Help us grow the platform. I really need your support. We need to grow this platform. Facebook are not reliable, and we need to build YouTube. So we'll try and do as many programs as possible on YouTube, and we would really appreciate that you share it among family and friends. So go ahead one more time. I'll play this. I might come back and do the other thing. I'll have to do the other thing I talked about later on, but I want you to see this. So that the thing I want you to look at every time. Look at what is on the chest. He's got a Christian cross sign, and he's taking a whip to his fellow African, and he's beating them. That is psychological damage right there, because now he's making himself and his people subservient to religions that has told him that it is allowable to whip his congregation. That is inhumane treatment. Any religion that allows for this to be something that is part of their religion is not a religion you want to follow. Any religion that tells you that by beating up somebody is how that means you are practicing a true religion. It is a false religion. It is dogma. It is nothing to do with spirituality. It is to do with repetition of an evil act that's reminiscent of enslavement, slavery. This is what was done during slavery. This is what was done during slavery. Let me give you, I'll see if I can find another picture that can actually signify what I'm saying to you. Let me see. I'll see if I can find a video. There was something I saw, and that was, I think they might have taken the video down of the Brazilian pastor that did this horrible act. Let me see. Let me just check one thing, please, before I go forward. We will come and talk about that one, the other issues, but this is important because I feel we need to make a clear, to show another example to back up what I'm saying. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find that. I mean, it is horrifying to see that. If I don't find it now, I will come back and I will show you. I mean, the pastor was really, I mean, what he did there, what they did in hitting somebody, you know, it's actually quite sickening, and it's not acceptable. It is not something. Hang on, is that the one? No, okay, that's not that one. No, I can't find it, but I will keep looking. I will keep looking at it, and when I find it, I will let you know where it is. I will let you know. Oh, is that it? No, that's not it. Yeah, it was truly horrifying what this pastor is doing on the screen. But I wanted to show you another illustration, but I'm not going to waste more time. But let's just show one more time that the Christianity that we've been told to practice is nothing but dogma. And we need to understand that the idea behind the kind of European Christianity that we've been taught in Africa has been designed to enslave our minds. I'm sorry, this is the reality. This man is bearing it out. Every time you're wearing, look at that. Look, you see, with the belt, they're walking around and they're hitting their own people. I mean, just think about the cognitive dissonance that's going on right there. So I wanted to just make a point of that. That, you see, a religion that is borrowing from what was happening in slavery to now use that in a church, even in 2024 or 2023. It's not a religion we want to follow. To be honest, we just do not want to be part of that. So I need us all to be aware of that. Beware, and do not. You go to any of the churches and the mosques, you need to begin to question things, because the conditioning that we've been under, the church says you shouldn't question the Bible or the pastor. The mosque says you shouldn't question the Quran or the Alpha or the Imam. And now your government does the same thing. Your government says, we are the power, you listen to what we tell you, you don't question us. Can you see what I mean? Can you see the correlation? I hope you can see why I am very, very particular about talking about the association between religions and how the government is oppressing us. And it is by standing up collectively that we can put a stop to this. I hope this makes sense. Thank you very much, Yomi Koiki. I am really grateful. Let me just say a quick hello to Koiki Media. I know he might not be there right now, but for him to even just come in, I'm grateful for his for the support. And of course, I do share his broadcast as well. So we need to work like that, as that, in that manner. All of us, we need to begin to share each other's comments and things, and to help us grow our platforms even more, because our voices are very much needed collectively in this struggle. So thank you so much, Koiki Media. Thank you. So I'm showing my appreciation, and thanks for the thumbs up. Again, those of you watching, don't forget, give us a thumbs up. Help us reach more people. So the thing I'm talking about is that many people don't connect that exactly what is you're being told to do in the church and the mosque, whereby you are meant to listen and not to question, and not to stand up and query concerns from your pastors or your imam. The government is doing the same thing, and that is why the government sends the pastors and the imams out to try and make sure the people listen to the government without questioning them. You need to put a stop to that. The only way you can put a stop to it is to begin to use the powers within the current constitution, which I talk about. Section 14(2)(a). Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. By doing that, you exercising those powers. How do you exercise those powers? 14(2)(c). The participation by the people in the government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. So now you can see that it is really important for us to begin to confront these religions, because they are actually ensuring that we, the people, never stand up for our collective rights. That is the sole aim of these religions. And of course, inbuilt in it is this injustice that you see, that borrows from slavery. And because they are wearing the cloth of the so-called Jesus or whatever they want to call it, it gives them the right to carry out this heinous act against their own people, whipping people, embarrassing them. That is a dehumanizing treatment. Under Section 33, no one has a right to take your life. Under Section, I think 33(4). Let me just, you know what? Let me go and bring that to you. Let me bring this up to you. And this is what we need to really begin to explain to our people in greater depth. So let me just DEPTH, that is. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm clear in what I'm saying at all times. 1 second, please. Let me just get this up. Then I will show you section. I believe it's section under the 1999 Constitution. I have it on Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. So we're gonna go there right now. I'm gonna bring this up. I want you to just see this. So go to www.citizenay.org. So we're gonna go for the Nigerian Constitution, but let me go in here and just quickly show you. So this is the Constitution here. This is in Yoruba, by the way, but I'm going to show you that's a proposed one that for Yoruba Nation. It's a draft, but this is the current Constitution, and I call it fraudulent because of the injustice that is inbuilt in it. But we can still use it nonetheless. So Section 33. I want to just go to Section 33. Is it 33? Yes, Section 34. I need you to understand that Section 34, and I need you to really take this on board seriously. It is very important. Sorry. 1 second. Sorry. Okay, so. Okay. I want to highlight this alone. Can I do that? Yes, I can. You see that? I'm going to read that first section alone. Section 34(1). Every individual is entitled to respect for the dignity of his person. Accordingly, no person shall be subject to torture or to inhuman or degrading treatment. No person shall be held in slavery or servitude. No person shall be required to perform forced or compulsory labor. The key one I want you to look at in the case of that video is this: no person shall be subjected to torture or inhuman or degrading treatment. Now, what you saw on the screen earlier on is a inhuman and degrading treatment. What they did here, and I'm don't showing it for him to do that. That is dehumanizing, a degrading treatment. It is something we must reject in our community. And a church that is doing that, wearing the gown and all that, the church allows for injustice to carry on under the guise of religion. that is a religion that we should not follow. I say that categorically. Bring anybody you wish to bring, and we can debate about this. But I need us to be aware that's one clear reason why we should desist from supporting the Christianity or Islam on the African continent, because it promotes the dehumanizing of ourselves under the guise of the religion that was imposed on us. Really important that we understand this. Please do share this broadcast. You are, of course, watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I need you to please pass this message on. We need to put a stop to this. We're carrying out what is effectively deep self-hate. Now, let me show you what that means in words, because I need to really be specific about this. So, what is self-hate? What is self-hate? We're going to talk about that in a little bit more detail, because we have to understand what we are being taught is religion is really quite sad. So, hatred directed towards oneself rather than towards other. Self-hatred. Humans need self-love, not self-hate. But when you have a disorder which makes you antisocial, it's hard to be kind to yourself. That is what effectively Christianity is doing to you when you can look at your fellow African and whip them. Do you understand now? That is what these guys were doing, is practicing self-hate. Their own reflection, instead of loving it, they're whipping it. That's self-hate. And they don't even know that that's what they're doing. We have to put a stop to it. That is what we are here to do. We are trying to enlighten, encourage. Please do share this broadcast. We've talked about the fact that under Section 34.1, any treatment, nobody shall be subjected to inhuman or degrading treatment. And that is what is happening. This act is a dehumanizing, degrading treatment. See? There. See that? Right. Let me show you that line. I need you to be very clear to connect between that and be able to share this message. You are not only going to watch the message, but you need to share it as well, because we have to awaken our people. You need to ask yourself, what kind of church are you going that allows for people to be whipped inside the church under the guise of Jesus Christ? What kind of church is that? That is a church that is teaching you to self-hate. Keep in mind, the Jesus that you are worshiping, that is white. So you can see the kind of self-hate within that kind of a religion on the African continent. This is not something that will be tolerated. Nobody will be allowed to carry out this kind of whipping of the congregation in Europe. It will simply not happen. I guarantee you. Trust me. I know what I'm saying. It will not fly. So we need to understand. This is why I'm saying to us, this religion, in the right context within Europe, it's great. But in the context of Africa, you can see the damage that it's doing to the pastor or the DO or whatever they call them, or the clergyman and the community at large, because it is indoctrinating us in self-hating ourselves. And when you self-hate, you cannot develop. Can you see what I'm saying? Is this making sense? Please give us a thumbs up. Help us reach more people. Share this broadcast. It is really important, the message that's contained within this broadcast. We are trying to break this down blow by blow. And you will see similar things within the Islam as well. This idea of how you're seeing yourself as a slave. This is a mental conditioning for you to accept injustice and say it's to the will of God. No way, it is not the will of any God for you to be ill-treated. And that is why many people are reluctant to hold their governors to account, because of their religious beliefs. The religious beliefs are preventing our people from taking appropriate action to stop injustice of corrupt officials oppressing them in their land, because the religion that they believe in says, oh, be kind, be helped, listen to the government when whatever they say, without allowing them to use their mind. We are here to dispel such lies. It's time to wake up. Those religions, if they continue to to prevent the people from standing up for their rights collectively in the community, we don't need such religions in our land. We don't. And that is what I'm saying. Again, I'm not preaching self-hate. I'm telling you the impact of these religions on the African continent. And in Nigeria, as is what is going on right now, there is no safety, there is no security. The kings that are meant to be the people protecting the people, they are being killed like chickens. Our children have been abducted. You will see shortly. So you can see that the religions of Christianity as Islam has done untold damage to our psychology. Many of us are afraid to ask any of government officials any question because the Bible and the pastors in the church have made themselves God above the people. They are meant to be serving the people, but they are seeing themselves as the guys who are controlling the people. You follow what I'm saying? Is it making any sense? I hope you can relate to this. Please do share. Don't forget, please subscribe to Citizen NY on YouTube. Hit the notification button. Give us thumbs up. Help us grow this platform. So what we'd like you to do is to subscribe, hit the notification button, give us thumbs up, help us reach more people. You are, of course, watching Citizen NY, the platform where we speak truth to power. So as stated before, you can now see the correlation between the actions of the government and the religion. The religion controls the mind of the people. The government sends the religions of Islam and Christianity to control the minds of the people, knowing fully well that those religions prevent the people from using their mind to question the pastors or the imam. Whatever the imam says, whatever the pastor says goes, and the citizens who and the congregation will comply with what the pastor said. The pastors go. There was a woman I saw. The pastor was putting his hands inside her clothes. That is a dehumanizing treatment, and this is something that the government promotes. They want the people to remain subservient. That is why I am vehemently against the religions of Islam and Christianity, because they are conditioning the minds of our children from the age of 4 to be compliant to injustice, to welcome injustice in their lives and not speak up. That is the damage that religion has done to Africans, the religions of Islam and Christianity specifically. And that is why we should not tolerate it in our community. For as long as these religions are in our community, our people will be unable to exercise the powers that I'm trying to show you. Let me go into specifics on that briefly. So I talked about you now know that anybody who lays their hands on you in a church or in a mosque or shout at you anyhow, they are treating you in an inhuman and degrading manner. And you have the right to say no. This is unacceptable, and you should know. The more reason for you to know this section 34(1) of the 1999 Constitution. Yes, we know the Constitution is fraudulent. Yeah, we know they are corrupt. But using those powers, you can use this against your pastors and your imams. And like I said, the law of the land is supreme above any religion. Now, do you see what I'm saying? Does it make sense? I hope what I'm saying makes sense. Please do share this broadcast. It is of immense importance that this goes far and wide. If we are not spiritually awake, we cannot have better governance. If we are not awake spiritually, we cannot get good governance. Because when you are spiritually awake, you will naturally not accept anybody to raise a finger or a hand to whip you or to shout at you. You will remind them that you are a sovereign, and as a sovereign, you have rights that they must respect. The religions do not care about your rights as a citizen, as a sovereign. Let's go to where the sovereign rights are to remind you. Section 14(2)(a). We're going to go there right now. Please do share this broadcast. What we aim to do is to enlighten. Look, we are trying to empower you. I could come on this show and say, hey, they've killed the Oba. What are we going to do? Bad government and all of this. We can be shouting, and it's up to they're not listening. we would look. I've done it before. I did it 2 years ago. I did it 3 years ago. I did it 4 years ago. I did it 5 years ago. And then we started complaining again. And we are back in a cycle of still complaining. Now we need to put a stop to it. Now we have now assessed what is really holding us back. And I'm telling you, I'm here to tell you categorically that the religions of Islam and Christianity, they are the blockers that are preventing us from growing in our community, and we need to confront it. And indeed, it is a tool that the government is using to oppress us. They are conditioning the people to never question their governance. They are using the religion to condition the minds of Nigerian citizens as young as 4-year-old. From the age of 4, we only have 2 choices in Nigeria of the kind of religion we have. They either send you to Sunday school or go to the mosque to study KO. They don't teach you about the constitution. The government makes sure that by the time you grow up, you are grown up used to being told and instructed what to say, when to say it, what to do, when to stand, when to sit. You've been conditioned not to question. This is what is the real damage in our society. And we are and the religions have played a huge part in that. And we are here to wake you up. Please share this broadcast. Let it reach as many people as possible. Start making sure that the pastors and the imam knows that sovereignty belongs to the people. When they start saying you're a sinner and all that, you need to understand you are not a sinner. It is a way to conditionally make you accept crimes that you haven't committed. Let me give an example. The churches, they are saying that you should see yourself as a sinner. Do you know that the church, they haven't apologized for the sins they committed? They have not apologized or paid compensation for enslaving you, the black people. They have not apologized and returned artifacts that they stole from you and I as Africans. It is still there. So who's committing the sin? Is it you? Or is it those who brought this religion, took away what belonged to you, your birthright, and put in a museum, and they do not repent on their sins and return what they stole from you? So we need to understand you are not a sinner. You see, these are all psychological brainwashing. That is why I'm telling us we need to, as Africans, our role must be, and everybody else who's on this journey right now of awakening, we have to stop this lie that we are sinners. Nothing to do with us at all. The real sinners are those who have come to our shores and caused untold psychological damage, such as we are facing, such as I'm showing you right now in the church. This is psychological damage that was brought on by the church. Even this pastor cannot conceptualize what I'm telling you right now, because if he could, he wouldn't do what he was doing. And that is the clear evidence right there. I hope you understand what I'm saying. We need to wake up. We really need to wake up. If we are going to build infrastructures, roads, water, light, schools, bridges, healthcare, safety, security, all of those things that we want, it will require minds that are awoken. Our minds have been put to sleep. You cannot think, you cannot function, because the conditioning has been to see yourself as a slave, to say you are pouring somebody else's blood on your head, and you say, oh, the blood of Jesus covers you. Okay, so the blood of Jesus has covered you. What is happening in your community? Has the blood of Jesus saved your community? Has the kings that have been dying, John Izegbu, thank you very much. You know, has the kings that have been killed in Yoruba land, 3 kings in the last 3 days, where's your God? I'm going to ask that question pointedly. Some may be offended, but I'm sorry, it's time to ask that question. We need to speak cold, hard facts and truths to ourselves. Thank you, my brother John Izegbu. Please do share this broadcast. It is really important we begin to question what has been done to us. I'm telling you categorically, however way you look at it, on the African continent, religion has been used to brainwash us. And the evidence of it is what you're seeing on the screen. When a black man can take a belt, and because he's wearing a cross that means nothing to us, to Europeans. That's their culture. It's part of their culture. Their religion came from their culture. I need you to understand that. The religion of Christianity came from their culture. They stole the foundation, i.e. the words from Ethiopia. But the rituals and everything else come from their culture. But then they ripped away our own culture. I need you to understand this. They ripped away our own culture and they made us servants to their culture. That's the reality. In Africa, I'm not against Christianity in Europe, but what the damage it is doing as I speak to you that you see on the screen, we cannot ignore it. We cannot ignore it. If we are going to build a viable nation, Yoruba nation, Biafra, Middle Belt, it starts with our spirituality. We don't know who we are. That's the fact. Some people will hate me for saying this, but I'm going to speak the truth. These religions, when I see this, my heart broke inside. My heart broke inside because the perpetuating. If you understand what has been done here, now the Christianity is now. Those who brought Christianity, they've now withdrawn to the shadows, and they allow the perpetuation of the self-hate in our community, and we don't understand why nothing functions, because we're not connected to who we are. The foundations of Christianity in Europe come from their culture. Fact. So equally, our own governance must come from our cultural foundation. This is fact. I'm not trying to. This is indisputable. Indisputable. The Pope was talking about they want to bless, that they are going to be blessing same-sex couple. That's fine. They are entitled to do that in Europe because part of the culture in Europe, there was a god called Apollo. He blessed same-sex couple in Europe. That is fine. But for the Pope to now try to impose that on Africans and say because we say to bless them in Europe, you should bless them in Africa, that is an imposition. That is wrong. Because our ways is to have children, to grow our communities, to have to have multiple wives, and have lots of families. That is our culture. It is written down. So before anybody says that I am against same-sex couple, I am not saying that. I'm saying in Europe it is part of their culture, and there are evidence to back up what I am saying, and I stand by that. Equally, in respecting that culture from Europe, the popes or whoever else must respect the African culture. You see, when you go ahead and support that culture, their culture, and to become superior to yours, then you will leave yourself open to them trying to impose their culture on you using the so-called Christianity. You see why we need to stick to our own African deities, our own gods. And they have no right to tell us that our gods are satanic or heathens. They have no right. Any religion that goes against another person's belief and demeans it is not a religion we want to be part of. I say this unapologetically. I say it unapologetically, and I hope many people are listening to what we're saying, and I hope you can really share this broadcast. It's really, really important that we understand here. Please, again, it's not about self-hate, but we are looking at. Thank you very much, my brother. I'm going to answer, reply. I'll pin the message here, and I'm going to say thank you to my brother John Izuegbu. Thank you. So let me just reply you quickly. Please don't forget that you're coming in. Do share this broadcast. Let me just put I'm going to put that here. We need to speak up about this because we are being damaged psychologically, and if we do not speak up ourselves, nobody else will do it for us. Nobody else will do it for us. I'm just trying to get it right. So thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you. So it's really, really important. What I want us to do is to now, please let us think. When you think about our governance, you have to now understand that part of the reasons why it is so difficult for our people to take collective action is the social conditioning that the religion of Islam and Christianity has placed on the minds of our people to accept injustice, to see themselves as sinners for sins they never committed. The people who have committed sins are the people who enslaved our people, who stole from our land, who continue to loot resources from Africa. These are the sinners, not us. You see this psychological damage we have. That is why the only option that I would recommend to us as Africans is to reconnect with our own ancestors, to Eshu, to Ekwensu, and all of our African gods. They are there to protect us. They are there to guide us. When they were protecting our land, we had kingdoms that existed for thousands of years. It's time to reconnect. Okay, so I might come back and touch on this, but the picture here, I believe, exemplifies what I mean. The definition of the damage that the religion of Islam and Christianity has done to Africans. And the only way to put a stop to it is to stop believing in the lies. None of us are sinners. We are not sinners in any way. If the Europeans want to believe that as part of their culture from which Christianity came from, that's fine, and I respect that. They must equally respect that as an African, my God is Eshu, and I support him, and I will not allow for anybody to call Eshu Satan. It is committing blasphemy against my own God. They show lack of respect, anybody saying that about my God, and we need to collectively reject it. Thank you. Okay, so let's go to the next thing now. So we're gonna go. Oh, sorry. Before I forget that, and let me show you 14.2a. I did say I would talk about that. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. You see, if you see yourself as a sinner, you will never see yourself as a sovereign. Let me say that again. When you see yourself as a sinner, you will never see yourself as a sovereign. The message that is in this constitution, you will not be able to relate to it, because you've been conditioned from the age of 4 to see yourself as a sinner. You will not be able to see that you have powers to hold those in government to account. You see, to build a better Nigeria, we need new thinking, we need new people, we need new mindset, where we allow ourselves to wake up from the lies that we've been told by Christianity and Islam, that we are sinners. To wake up from that lie and stop believing those lies, and begin to know that as sovereigns we have powers that we can use to hold our governors to account. And it will take a mindset. People who have learned about this thing about your sinners from the age of 4, they're in the 60s, 70s. They believe that. They will be afraid to stand up for their rights. But we need to start that process. And that is what we're trying to do now. It's not going to be easy. It's going to require gradual steps. And that's why programs like this are important. Please do share. You are, of course, watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth about. Please help us share this broadcast. Now, I need to say this one more time. So we need to know, every church member, every mosque, you need to know that sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through its constitution, derives all its powers and authority. That's the one power that you possess. That power supersedes anything written in any Bible or any Quran. And once they supersedes it, it means that you are not a sinner. You need to, this is why I'm saying, this is why I keep talking about the fact that religion is damaging to us psychologically on a daily basis. Daily basis. And we need to break that hold. It is time. It is time we broke that hold. So that's power number 1 that you have. Power number 2, 14.2c. The participation by the people in their government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. The constitution mandates that you, as a sovereign, you are empowered to participate in your governance by holding your government to account. Again, if you see yourself as a sinner, you will not see yourself as being able to participate in your governance, because already you believe that the government is part of Christianity, part of God, and that you must respect. There will be no distinction between the God that told you that you're a sinner and the government. To you, in your mind, they are one and the same. Do you understand that? Is that making sense? I hope people are following that. Please do share this broadcast. So I will, I'll come back and talk about this some more. Let me just do this in Yoruba quickly as well to balance it out, so that I have that. So I might as well make sure you have it. So we're gonna go to the Yoruba section of this, which I've done. So it will fin 1999 near the Yoruba. I want to just point that out in Yoruba so that people understand that, and we're trying to do that for in Igbo as well. I've done some translation, but the entire book needs to come out like this. So section 14, I'm gonna go there now. So we're coming up there. 14. So section 14 is here. So it says here, 14:2a. So ìjọba jẹ́ ti àwọn ènìyàn Nàìjíríà láti ọ̀dọ̀ ní tíjọba ń gba gbogbo agbára àti àṣẹ rẹ̀. So it talks about section 14:2a, so that we need our people to know that. Whereas when you go to the Bible, ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ ní gbogbo wa, àti dẹ́ṣẹ̀, kí Èdùmàrè dáríjì wa. So you'll be saying that you're a sinner. And when you see yourself as a sinner, you will not be able to exercise the powers of sovereignty that I'm showing you. So psychologically, from the age of 4, you've been conditioned to believe that you're a sinner, that you're not worthy, that you shouldn't ask any questions. So it's going to be difficult for people to suddenly start doing what I'm saying. That is why we need to educate people in this manner, to begin to wake them up. And that's why I'm saying to you, the religions of Islam and Christianity is dangerous to our development in our land. It is literally dangerous. It will never let it happen unless we put a stop to these religions in our land. Every community should be going against the pastors and imams right now, because they're actually preventing your development. I've given you the clear evidence. So 14:2c, I'll show you again. Ìkópa nípasẹ̀ àwọn ènìyàn ní ìjọba wọn gbọ́dọ̀ rí dájú ní ìbámu pẹ̀lú àwọn ìpèsè yìí ti orílẹ̀-èdè. So it talks about the participation by the people in the government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution in Yoruba. Again, because of the psychological programming that you're a sinner, you will be unwilling to go and learn about the sovereign powers that you have. That is why I'm saying we have to put a stop to these religions spreading in our land. They are actually part and parcel of the damaging information that is underpinning our underdevelopment in our land. This is reality, and I'm hoping that many people will get this message and share. You are, of course, watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please do share this message. It is very, very important. I am going to restream it immediately after on YouTube, Facebook. I'm going to restream it, but I need you to really share this message. I need you to really wake our people up. It is very, very important. So please share, and share. So let us proceed. So I've gone some ways with that now. Now we're going to go and talk about the Oba that was killed. This is the Oba, late Oba Segun Aremu, killed in Kwara State just yesterday. Just yesterday. Now, let's read his story a bit more, and it's painful. May his soul rest in peace. As I speak to you, his wife is abducted. So let's go and read his story. Let's read a little bit about him, if I can find the work I've done so far. 1 second. Just going to get that up. So please keep in mind, the religions, you can see now how they've enslaved our mind. And an enslaved mind will never exercise the powers of sovereignty. An enslaved mind will never exercise the powers of sovereignty. And we need the powers of sovereignty to be exercised collectively in our communities. And that's why we're trying to get this program in place. And we need people in the communities to get in touch with us. Just go to Citizen AY, admin@citizenay.org, leave a message, get in touch. We need you to begin to participate in raising awareness in your community. particularly in your language. That is why you saw me read that constitution in Yoruba, so that we know that we have the powers in our own language. That again is another destructive thing. Those who gave us the religions, they gave us the religion in our local language, but our governors are refusing to put the constitution in our local language, and we need to change that collectively. We must ensure that the powers of sovereignty is in our language, so that we can use it to demand for our rights collectively from the age of 4. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Okay, please do share. Now let's go and read this story about King Oba Aremu, Oba Segun Aremu Cole. So we're going to read this story. Very tragic, sad. So here is the story. I'm going to just try and see if I can make it smaller. Okay, so sorry, that's not it. Sorry. I'm reading about what am I call it? Talking about the ransom, the 100 million naira ransom. So let me just check something quickly. 1 second. Give me a minute. So we'll leave that there, and I'm going to try and bring the story up about the Oba and how he was. I mean, it's tragic. It is really tragic. I'll read it here anyway. I'm going to read it to you so you can see it. So, I mean, so that's the third Oba in as many days killed in Yoruba land. It's worrying. And many people do not understand. So here we go. So here we go now. Okay. So this is Oba, the guy you see in the middle, Oba Segun Aremu. See if I can get a better picture for you to be able to get I want you to just focus on him and not be distracted by other comments that you see in there. I just want you to be focused on that message. It's very, very important. So give me a minute, please. Just gonna get it up for you shortly. Where is it? I think I've got it. I'll check it. Yeah. There we go. So that's Oba Segun Aremu Cole. He was killed. Yes. Now we're going to read the story in a bit more detail, because I need you to really understand how damaging this is. It's in English, covered by Punch, but I'm going to go through it. Gunmen on Thursday evening invaded Koro town in Ekiti local government area of Kwara State, killing the traditional ruler Oba Segun Aremu Cole. It was gathered that the government stormed the palace of the monarch around 7 p.m., fired gunshots which hit the traditional ruler. The wife of the monarch was also abducted by assailants. Koro Ekiti shares boundary with Egbe in Yagba West local government area of Kogi State. This is coming a few days after government killed 2 traditional rulers in Ekiti State. The duo Onimojo from Ojo Ekiti in Oye or local government area, and election of Eshun Ekiti in Ajoni Ikole local government area of Ekiti State were attacked by gunmen while returning from a meeting. Meanwhile, the state governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak, who confirmed the attack late on Thursday in a statement by his chief press secretary Rafiu Ajakaye, condemned the killing of the monarch. The statement read, the monarch was reportedly shot dead in his palace on Thursday night by some unknown gunmen who also whisked away his wife and 2 others. The governor condemned the development, which he said was reckless, shocking, and abominable. He charged the security agencies not to spare any resources to track down the perpetrators, free the spouse and others taken away, and bring them to book. Ajakaye further quoted the governor as saying, "We will certainly get the perpetrators and ensure that this is their last crime against humanity. My profound condolences go to the people of Koro. Our hearts are broken and we stand by them at this time and always," the statement said. However, Kwara State Police Commissioner Victor Olaiya was yet to respond to the inquiry on the incident at the time of filing this report. So that is what we've got so far in terms of the killing of this Oba. And may his soul rest in peace. Now, a couple of things I want to state about this. Oba in the olden days, our Obas were very, very, very powerful. They were rarely seen in the public. They protected their people. If to be an Oba, you had to have certain powers, supernatural and natural powers, that you would use to protect your people. And by inference, a powerful person, you will not be easily taken out just like that. That is the reality of what it meant to be a king. Because the king of any kingdom or any, of a community is a powerful person, someone dependable, someone that the people looked to for support, for moral support, for protection, for being able to, protect them from all manner of harm. This king was killed in his palace. I hesitate, I don't know, I doubt he had any spiritual powers. I doubt if there was an actual spiritual rite, a Yoruba spiritual rite that he actually performed to be able to fortify himself that such a thing will not even come to pass. People will not even get to his palace. There are certain things that they needed to do, and I doubt that. I doubt this happened in this case. I don't know it for a fact, but from the way they went into his palace, and it seemed to be a targeted killing, and that tells me, yet again, that whilst we're saying we are praying to the God of the colonizers, our lives are being lost daily. In the church, in the mosque, in the palace, everywhere, bloodshed. So again, one has to question: on the African soil, is Christianity and Islam, is it protecting the lives of the people? It is a fair question to ask. It is a fair question to ask, in light of the fact that Christianity actually called the practicing of Eshu, of worshiping Eshu, a Yoruba god, they called it satanic. They called it satanic. And of course, now that people are practicing Islam and Christianity and Islam, and there's death happening, there is no safety, there's no security. Let me give you a little inkling. I don't want to just say the words alone. There are many sources where I've found this about the Niger expedition, and I need you to understand that even those who came with that religion for us to be converted, they did not depend on that religion. No. I'm telling you fact. Those who came to give us that religion that we must convert, they did not depend on that religion for their safety. I'll show you. Follow me. Let's go on a little expedition again. So, we're going to go to this Niger expedition, right? When we talk about this, I keep saying it, and people don't seem to understand quite what I mean. And here we go. So, the churches, the British missionaries, get this, the church, who are coming to convert us to believe in Christianity, guess what they used? Guess what they used? Let's go and have a look, shall we? You see, the church used military boat HMS Albert. Now let me read you what HMS Albert. Let's go and look at that. HMS Albert, military ship. Yeah? Let me put that in. I want you to see that now. I need you to understand what has been done here. Okay? There you go. HMS Albert, 121 gun 3 decker ship of the Royal Navy, launched in 1854. At which dockyard? It says that one. I'm not quite sure. Is it 1854? But anyway, there is I think it's more likely to be the 1840, if I'm correct. So HMS Albert. Okay. So anyway, so the point I'm making is that these were military, and then HMS Wilberforce. Look at this. Listen, the Niger expedition of Holyhead, October, 1841. HMS Albert also shows Sudan and Wilberforce. So you see, HMS Albert, Sudan, Wilberforce. These are military ships that the Christians who came to sell you Christianity, that they used to protect their lives. Are you following me? Are you following me? So they didn't depend on their Holy Spirit. They didn't depend on their Holy Spirit. They used military arms. So when you say you pray and then you prayed and then you think the prayer will save you, it won't. They know what they were doing. When we used Eshu in our days, when you heard about Eshu and you heard about the offerings that we put in certain areas, people did not cross it because they knew what was going to happen. Our safety and security was very much allied and tied to our gods. You see them removing it. You see how damaging that has been for our communities. Are you following? Those who brought Christianity to you, they didn't depend on the Holy Spirit for their lives. They depended on weapons, arms, guns, military boats. They used those boats to threaten us in our land. That's the reality. That's the reality of what was done. I hope many of you are seeing this. Now, I'm going to read this. I want to read this a bit more if I can. So that's the inscription, but I'm going to come back. So this is one part. So you now know that what I'm saying is a fact. It's factual. So we're going to go and do a little bit more digging. You now know it's a military warship. So now let's go and look at the Niger expedition via Wikipedia. Now I've done, the reason I'm doing that is because I don't want to use solely Wikipedia, because I know some people have got issues with that. But you can see the reference points. You can see that Niger expedition actually happened and it's confirmed by various sources. The words written in the Wikipedia are words that you will find in other areas. But so let's go forward. So now we can now confidently rely on that information. Let me see. Let me just, in fact, I'll do this. Okay. I'm trying to get this right. Make sure I get it right. Narrative of the Niger expedition. They were all this stuff when they tell you that they ended slave trade. It's a ruse. You need to understand all of that was a lie. Okay, it's all a lie. It's all a cover. It's a front. The real intent was to come and take over the land and the people and take over our minds, which they succeeded at. And that's the reality. It's nothing to do with religion. Many people don't understand that, but I'm hoping that by shedding light on this, you can really be able to share this information and reach as many people as possible. Now, let's just show you something here. I want to just make sure you understand that. That's 1839. We're looking at 1841. We're going to read. In fact, I'm going to go and read this. Let me do something quickly. I need to do this quickly here. 1 second, please. Give me 1 sec. No, actually, it's fine. It's fine. I think, is that correct? Sorry about this. How do I do that? Sorry about this. I'm trying to make sure I get it right. Give me 1 second, please. I'm just going to try and find this as I speak to you. And there's something I need to do here, but I want to make sure it's in the right frame, in the right, right way. Okay, go back here. Give me a minute. I'm gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna just. I'll have it. I want to make sure we have it. It's something I will come and look at later on because it's actually have more pertinent information that we need. So now, so keep in mind that the Christianity came to Africa on a military boat. They didn't come on any single small boat praying to Jesus Christ, bringing them. They came on a steam vessel. Yeah? So we need to understand that. It is very, very important. Okay? So when you say that Christianity protects, God protects, and all of that stuff, don't believe all that lie. It's a lie. When those who brought Christianity came on board a military ship, that says it all. It's not me saying it, it's a fact. So now, okay. So I'm just trying to read something else. Something here. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to read all of this. I'm going to come back and read this. I'll keep that, but there is a reason why I wanted to store that. But just apologies for my slight segue into this. But please, now this is what I wanted you to read. This is the one I need you to read and understand. 18. No. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's the other one. But I'm actually going to read this one. Niger Expedition, Papa. Again, keep in mind, you've seen I've sourced this from various areas, not one particular area. So you can rely on that information very much because we're trying to ascertain the right information. Now, okay. Need you to listen to the words I'm about to say here. The Niger Expedition was mounted by British missionary and activist groups 1841-1842 using 3 British iron steam vessels to travel to Lokoja. So they used British iron steam vessels. They were warships, which is what you see here. See, the Niger off Holyhead, HMS Albert, HMS Sudan, HMS Albert, HMS Sudan, HMS Wilberforce. All these 3 here, they were in the picture. So the point I'm making is that when they were carrying the Bible and they're reading like this, the backup was the military. It's important we understand that. From the get-go, all the way from 1841, those who came with Christianity, think about that. They didn't rely on the Holy Spirit. So you see the deception right there. So now, when our kings believe that when they pray and everything else that they are protected, it's a serious, dangerous harm. It's a dangerous harm. And these are realities that many people are not aware of. And that's why programs like this are very, very important. Now they've taken the life of this king, may so rest in peace, and they've abducted his wife. And we keep telling you all, you must participate in your governance. That's the point I'm raising here. We must begin to actively participate in our governance. If you are not participating right now in your governance, I'm sorry to say it, you're not ready for Yoruba nation. You're not ready for Igbo nation. You're not even ready for anything. You are just talking, just shouting. If you do not begin to take collective action right now, such as we're advocating, which is to begin to exercise your powers your powers as sovereigns, right? Which I'm showing you. If you do not begin to exercise such powers, you're not ready for Yoruba nation. Take it or leave it. That's my standpoint. That's why for us to, if we are going to talk about Yoruba nation, with anybody, anywhere, the point is, our people psychologically awake. If you are practicing Christianity and you're practicing Islam, they are leaving you open to be exploited, to be killed, because you are leaving it to the will of the winds. They never leave it to the will of any winds. They have backup. When you're praying as a Christian, as a Muslim, you have no backup. There is no backup. If you think your backup is in the sky, it will never come. There's no backup. You've seen the Christians, they came with military ships. Don't take my word for it. I'm showing you. The 3 vessels. They came with 3 vessels. Please give us thumbs up as you are watching. This is very important information that we need to share. They came with 3 vessels. Again, I'm going to show you. So the Niger expedition, mounted by the British missionary and activist groups in 1841 and 1842, using 3 British iron steam vessels to travel to Lokoja at the confluence of River Niger and Benue River in Nigeria. The British government backed the effort to make treaties with native people and introduce Christianity. The crews on the boat suffered high mortality from disease. Yeah, I get that. But that's another distraction. But what didn't tell you, they were armed. They had arms on board. Christianity did not come with just prayer alone. They came with guns. Take it or leave it. So that is what I'm trying to really establish here. So when you say that you are relying on your faith to protect you, the people who gave you, who imposed this constitution and this religion on you, they didn't depend on the religion. No, they depended on might, on force, on military force. It's on the screen. You are hearing it here first. You see, I'm dispelling your illusions about the powers of the so-called Christianity. They didn't rely on it. Are you following me? Having a Bible in your hand, you think a Bible will protect you from anybody? You think you praying will... You're dreaming. It's a deception. Wake up. It's pure deception. Wake up. You got the evidence here. Don't take my word for it. You're seeing it on the screen. You understand me? I hope many of us. And the same goes for Islam as well. If you think prayers alone is going to protect you, you're laughing. You're joking. You're very much mistaken. Very much mistaken. Under the guise of you're an infidel and trying to control you, they use weapons against you. Where do you think those who are doing the killing are getting the weapons from? It's not from their God. It's not from their God. Their God has nothing to do with weapons. They bring it themselves. Somebody else is giving it to them. We need to wake up, my people. It's time we woke up. These programs like this is to... Our mindset has been conditioned to accept injustice. When somebody's telling you to see yourself as a sinner and they are cutting away your stuff, who's the sinner? Because you are not using your mental capacity. They've conditioned you to accept injustice. We need to put a stop to that. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Season A, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please do share this podcast. I do appreciate you, but I would like you to please help us share this podcast. Help us reach more people. It is very, very important. I'm telling you categorically again, the very people who came with Christianity to ask you to give yourself to Christ, they didn't give themselves to their Christ alone. They came with guns. They came with arms to force you to comply with whatever they wanted. To force you to believe in their religion. And when they left you, you don't have anything to protect yourself. Case in point, the kings in our land, our governance. We should not be accepting anything less than tight security from our governance. A governance that cannot protect you should be enough grounds for us to go for self-determination. The people who brought Christianity, they came with guns, not just their Bible. That's a plain fact. You got the evidence here. Okay, let's go forward. So the next thing I want to do is we're going to peel back from here. So I just wanted you to know that it was very, very important that we know that the people who came in the name of the so-called religion came with guns as well. They did. And they used those guns on our kings and queens to force them to become vassals. They did. They did. Let me show you what I mean. I'm not just going to, I don't just talk nonsense. Now, yep. Yeah, let's do this. I want to show you something. I need you to understand. I'm going to read you a line so that you understand what I'm saying. Don't allow anybody to lie to you and pull the wool over your eye. No way. We mustn't allow that nonsense anymore. Right. Okay. I'm going to show you about the email Alowolodu. So I want to just show you something if I can find it. Yeah. Okay. I think this is here. Okay. So we're going to see his name come up. I think. I hope I'm right. I think. Yeah. I need to. That's him there. So that's Obade Eme Alowolodu. I think. Okay. Let me see if I can find that information. There is an information that I need. Okay. I'm not too sure if they've done it right, but anyway. Give me a minute, please. I've found this, but okay. Let's do this. Okay. So that was a palace. Alafia for Oju Abata. You see, this is our history here that we need to really understand and really we have to retrace our steps. So let me see. Okay, that's the Alafia. See, that's they came. Yeah, emperor. You see, Oba, king, or you're sometimes as emperor in the context of ruler of the empire. Exactly. You see that? So they even have that if we're emperor. Can you see that? Oh my goodness, man. Wow. We don't know how great we are. And let me just see if I can find. I need to find this thing for you. Sorry, there's something here. I just need to find that information. I saw it. How did I get there? Sorry, 1 minute, please. I will find that information for you. But I need to do something to it. If I could find that information. It's not so much, I just need you to see the chronology of the leaders that we have in our empire or your empire. Yes, emperor. It makes sense. If it's an empire or your empire, emperor. Okay, let me just see. I'll try one more time. Sorry about this. There is something I need. I'm really not happy about this because there is something that I needed to do here. History. Okay. Let's see if I can find it. No, I'm trying to find this. Àpèwálé ni à ń pè tí a ní àwọn ẹni tẹ́ gbé nǹkan wa ẹ máa gbé padà wá sọ́dọ̀ àpèwálé ni o Ifá ti fàṣẹ sí o. Right, okay. Please do bear with me. I'm struggling somewhat with this, but I will have to. I'll try one more time. No, it's not there. Okay. What I'm going to have to do is I'll have to do that research later on, and I'll bring it in the context of things. I will try. Let me try one more time. Okay. It just won't let me get to the point I'm trying to get to. History. Let's have a look. Here we go. There we go. We may be onto something, but I don't know. No, it's not there. It's not there. Okay. I'll have to do it. Let me try one more time. I want to try just one more thing. It's not that one. Mm-hmm. No. Okay. It's not going to show up just right now, but there was a section which I did before that spoke about how they used power to um, the military might to force Obalewudu to become a vassal. So let me just put it. I'll try one more time. I'll try one more time. Yeah, okay, yeah. Let me try that one. Let me try that. It may come up here. It may come up here. Okay. Let me try this one here. It may work this time. I may work. If not, there is something I need to do. I just need to find it. There is one more thing I need to find. I know it's here, but I just need to know there's something I needed to do here. That's not it. Hmm. Okay, I can't find it. It's in here, but basically they talked about how Oba Lewolodu was forced to a vassal king, and that's what I'm trying to do. Let me see. There we go. I knew it. I knew it. List of rulers. There we go. I knew it was there somehow. I just knew. I just knew. I never give up. I knew I'd forgotten, but I just knew I had to stick with it. So bear with me. I knew. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Sorry, I got it now. I got it. It took me a while, but we're here. We're here. Now I need you to read something. I want you to listen to the bit here that I'm about to read. Right? Sorry. This is the bit I want you to read. This bit here. I'm going to read it to you. This is about Oba Adeyemi Alewolodu that you see in that picture. That's him there. You see that? No, that may not be him actually. Let me go back. It's Alewolodu exactly. It's the picture of Alewolodu that I want to show you. So give me a minute, please. Oh, goodness me. Okay, list off. Okay. Let me just show you that. I want to show you Adeyemi Alewolodu 1. Very, very important. Okay. Yeah, it's him here. That is 1910. He was there until 1906, if I'm correct. So, yeah, yeah, 1905. 1905, 19, Lamidia Agogoja, British vessel. Okay, so now I'm going to do this. Give me a minute, please. I just need to find his name for you. I'll do this again. Okay. Okay. On his picture. I want his picture. Give me a minute. It's on my page. so I can go on there as well. But I wanted to just source it. There we go. That's him there. That's Oba Adeyemi Alewolodu. That's him right there. Kabiyesi, Kabiyesi, a very powerful man. Emperor of Oyo. Emperor. So there he is. Now you see that picture. Now let's listen to what they wrote here. Very important that we understand that. I needed you to get that. So I'm sorry it took me some time, but we're here. A son of Atiba. He was the last independent Alaafin of Oyo. Signed treaty with the British on July 3rd, 1889. On November 12, 1894, the town of New Oyo was bombarded and brought forcibly under British colonial rule. So when they bombard, guess what they used? Guess what they used? Can you guess? Do you know? This is what they used. So their Christianity was backed by military force, not spiritual. That's the point I'm making. Can you see that? Those of you watching, please do share this broadcast. Very important we understand. So we believe in the lie, in the falsehood that, oh, of course, you know, this and that. Oh, sorry, let me just change this. Today is the 2nd. I forgot to change that. I was just, it just appeared to me just now. Sorry, let me just quickly change that. Today is the 2nd of February. So, sorry about that. February. I was just 2nd of February 2024. So there we go. So that's done. So at least you will see it on there. Oh, come on. One minute, please. Just gonna get myself in there. Sorry about that. Okay. Good. Okay. So we change that now. We change it now. So, yeah. What is good afternoon, my brother. Good afternoon. So what I'm saying to you is that Christianity never believed in spiritual powers alone. They used military might. HMS Sudan, HMS Albert, HMS Wilberforce. They came and used that. And they used it against our king to make him a vassal. They bombarded us. Nothing to do with spirituality and to the Holy Ghost. Nothing to do with Holy Ghost. They used military might. Yes. And the pastors and everybody, they came on board a military ship. Yes. Get it. Wake up. Wake up. Stop sleeping. Wake up. I need you all to wake up. Greetings. What is my brother? Thank you very much. I'm so grateful for you joining me. And yeah, do encourage others. We're encouraging others to please help us share the broadcast. The information that we're sharing are very, very... you won't find it anywhere else. You just simply won't. That's why we urge you. Subscribe to Citizen Network, the platform where we speak truth to power. Help us grow the platform. We need to make change. Look, shouting online that, yes, oh, the government should do something. They're not going to do anything. They're not. Because they know that they have the people, they have 200 million people conditioned to accept injustice. When a religion is telling you that you're a sinner or that you're a slave to Allah, you're psychologically programmed to accept injustice. It is that simple. That is why we cannot allow the religions of Christianity and Islam to continue in our communities. If we are going to build infrastructure in our communities, those religions must go. We have to kick them off our land. They have imprisoned our mind for too long. Now we need to wake up. I'm just showing you. Those who came with Christianity, they also came with guns to force themselves on us. They didn't rely on their Christianity. They relied on their guns. We've been fooled for too long. Wake up. We need to speak truth to power. I hope you're seeing it. So, anyway, so there we have it now. So you now know that the missionaries, they came on board a military ship to take over our land and our minds. Fact. Plain fact. Indisputable fact. People may find that difficult to hear, but it is the fact. And we need to expose that fact, because many people are under this misguided conception that it's a divine intervention or some kind of it's nothing divine about this. Nothing of the sort. This is daylight robbery, and we need to be calling it what it is. They came with guns. The guns were what they used to converse us. The Bible was it's a magic. It's a trickery. It's the guns. It's the guns. Okay, let me show you again. So all of you understand this ship here. The ships here, the Niger expedition came on board HMS Albert, HMS Sudan, HMS Wilberforce, all military ships. You see, they call them 3 vessels. They try to hide it, but they were what they used to make sure that we complied. You understand me? Forcibly. So they returned in 1842, but at that time, those military forces came. They didn't rely on just Holy Spirit. No way. They didn't. You need to understand that. These are facts that I'm showing you here. If they were sure of it, they wouldn't need to have the government involved in all of it. They could have gone with just the Bible alone. But they didn't. Anyway, you have the information there. So, what am I going to do now? The next thing I want to show you. Yes, so may his soul rest in peace. So what the point I'm making is that we have been reliant on on Christian or Islam prayers to protect us. We are kidding ourselves. They're having a war in Israel now, and Israel and Palestine. Are the Israelis relying on just prayers alone? Is that what they relied on? I'm just asking. Is that what they relied on? Just simple questions. So I do hope many of us will see wake up, and we need to wake up. These religions are actually enslaving our minds, and we need to wake up very, very quickly. So the third thing I want to talk about now is the 100 million naira that they're asking for, that the kidnappers are asking for, to return the school children they took in Ekiti. So let's go and read that story. Harrowing, and it's very, very hard read. I warn you, it's a hard read, very, very tough to read it. So let's read that here. So this 100 million school of kidnapped pupils in Ekiti launches crowdfunding to pay victims ransom. So they are trying to raise funds for 100 million naira to pay for to pay ransom that the terrorists, the bandits are demanding. So let's read the story. The management of Apostolic Faith Group of Schools on Thursday, Apostolic Faith Group of Schools. Remember, I told you that those who came with Christianity, they didn't come on their own. No, they came on gunboats. You depending on their faith. You see what happened? I hope we learn now. So they launched a crowdfunding to raise money for the payment of 100 million naira sum for the kidnapped school children and others in the custody of the kidnappers. They are in the custody of the kidnappers. What is the government of the state doing? What's the government of Ekiti doing? What they doing? They should not be paying. But hey, unless you begin to participate in your governance and begin to hold them to account, this will continue to happen. Participate in your governance. Okay. Recall that 6 pupils of Apostolic Faith Nursery and Primary School, alongside 2 teachers, the driver and the school bus conductor, were waylaid by unknown gunmen, abducted on Monday evening at Ekporo, Ekiti, in Emure local government area of Ekiti State. The press, Vanguard, stumbled on a statement signed by the vice principal of the school, Mr. Boje Uluwafemi, soliciting for funds from the public for the payment of the ransom for the victims. It reads, the management of Apostolic Faith Group Schools, Emure, Ekiti, is using this medium to seek for financial assistance for the release of five of our students and 4 staff members who were kidnapped on Monday, 29th January 2024. Why is it that the Christian faith is not providing the funds? Why are they asking for funds? There should be funds made available. I'm just asking. They shouldn't have to be asking for funds. They should have the funds for that. I don't know. But you see why we are asking you to participate in your governance? Because when you don't participate, the government do not provide funds to prevent abductors, kidnappers, rapists, terrorists to roam your community. You see, if you do not participate in your governance, this is what will keep happening. I hope we will learn. I hope we will learn. Let's read on. The kidnappers are insisting on 100 million naira ransom for their release. We will be grateful for your voluntary financial assistance. Thanks. For inquiry, call the vice principal of the school. In a telephone conversation with Vanguard, Mr. Boje, who confirmed the action of the school, stated the kidnappers have called severally and they are insisting on 100 million naira. This should be something the state should be involved in. The state should be coming out and saying, you must speak to us. We need to get. The governor should be the one. This is. You see why you need to participate in your governance? Do you see why we must participate in our governance? I hope you're seeing it. So, they are calling for 100 million naira. They're demanding that. The state government should be the one dealing with this. They should be sitting. The state government should be in that school, sitting with all of the officials. Any phone calls, they should be. No, this is the state of Ondo State. We are talking with. We're not ready for Yoruba Nation. I'm saying it. We're not ready for Yoruba Nation. We're not ready for anything. In fact, we're not ready for anything. We're not ready for Yoruba Nation. If we cannot come together in our communities and demand that the government steps in, the government should be in that school right now. We're not ready for Yoruba Nation. Take it or leave it. We are not ready for Yoruba Nation. If the kidnappers are demanding from the school to get 100 million, and the state is not having already a 24/7 official or group of people working and liaising with that school, that any call that comes in from the terrorists and the kidnappers, that they are involved in the process. We're not ready for Yoruba Nation. You see what I mean? We're not ready. We're not ready for Yoruba Nation. If you cannot already begin to work within your community to demand for your rights right now, you're not ready for Yoruba Nation. Take it or leave it. I'm going to say it like it is. We're not ready for anything. You can shout Yoruba Nation, Yoruba Nation. This is where it counts. Because if you are ready, you will make sure that your community is protected. You will make sure that you will do everything to ensure the government provide funds to ensure your security and safety. When you do that, then I believe you're ready for Yoruba Nation. Again, I keep telling you, the religions make you see yourself as a slave, as a sinner. So you don't get up and fight for what is yours, because they've conditioned you to believe in a lie. It's time to wake up. That's why I keep telling you, if we are going to build Yoruba Nation, it has to be devoid of Christianity and Islam. If we keep practicing those religions, this religion now, they're now asking for funds. Believe in Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is the way. Why doesn't Jesus Christ come and get the money to give to the school right now? Why doesn't Jesus Christ come and give money to the school to free those kids right now? You see the falsehood that this Christianity represents? I'm saying it blankly, pointedly. I'm saying it is point blank. I'm saying it to you. When are you going to wake up? We're not ready for Yoruba Nation. Take it or leave it. We are not ready for anything. We're not ready to accept it, to take any nothing. We can't take anything. Because I keep telling you, we are mentally unprepared in our communities. Our communities cannot do anything for themselves because of the religions of Christianity and Islam. They've been rendered useless. Our communities are in a state of inertia. They are waiting for somebody. They are waiting for a God that is never coming to come and fight their battle. It's the cold hard fact. You may not like it. You may think I'm abusing your religion. I'm sorry if you feel that way, but I'm going to tell you the fact tonight. I'm telling you today. Unless and until you banish Christianity and Islam from your community, you will continue to face this kind of kidnapping, killings, because it occupies your mind and it falsely makes you believe that you are going to get protection, that somehow Christianity will come. In your community, you'll be covered by the blood of Jesus and you won't be abducted, you won't be raped, you won't be killed. What is happening now? What is happening now? With all your prayers, with all your fasting, what happened? You see why I keep telling you, the solution for our land, to get Yoruba land, does not lie in any church or in any mosque. It lies in the community coming together, holding your government to account, come what may. And that is why we keep teaching you, we keep urging you to know your constitutional rights in your language. The Constitution is not perfect, but it is the only thing we have right now to save ourselves in our communities. We need to start right now in the community. No more all of this nonsense talk about Jesus Christ, we're going to pray before we're going to do our land. All that. Where's the Jesus Christ now? Is Jesus Christ going to pay the 100 million naira? I'm asking a straight question. Is Jesus Christ paying the 100 million naira right now? If he is not, what does that tell you about your religion? It is falsehood. Your community needs protection. You need to start talking to your government, call them to meetings, town hall meetings, demand that no community must be left unprotected. And you need to start speaking up. You need to wake up. That's why I keep telling you, you need to take your minds out of those churches, out of those mosques, and put your minds in your community and focus on the things that you need and put pressure on your government to provide those things, because you are sovereigns. You are a sovereign. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, they have all these powers. Ìjọba jẹ́ ti àwọn èèyàn Nàìjíríà láti ọ̀dọ̀ ní títí ìjọba nípa ṣe òfin orílẹ̀-èdè yìí gbogbo agbára àti àṣẹ rẹ̀. Wake up. So the church now, the school, the Apostolic Faith Ministry is now asking for funds. Why didn't the faith provide the funds? I'm asking a question though. Why hasn't the faith provided the funds? Why hasn't the faith provided the security, so that when they were coming, suddenly those attackers will suddenly go blind? They will be weak, and the blood of Jesus would have covered those kids not to be abducted. Can you see the laughable situation? The blood of Jesus, the blood of Jesus. Where is the blood of Jesus now? Where is it? Where is your blood of Jesus? All you Christians, Pastor Adeboye, Pastor Oyedepo, Orisha Yakilome, all of you with your prayers, those prayers, how come your prayers have not stopped the abductions or the killings of the kings? What does that tell you about your religion? I told you all, you have been brainwashed. We have all been brainwashed. Some of us are waking up. You need to wake up. Stop following this falsehood. Stop. Wake up. Now people have been abducted. Your government should be the ones dealing with the terrorists. They should be the ones talking. They should have got military men and police in and around that school. So when they make any phone call, the police will say, yes, we want to talk. It's the state should be dealing with this. The state should be dealing with this. But you see, this is clear evidence that Nigeria has failed. But the only thing I can say is this: if you want Yoruba nation and you are still saying you are a Christian and you are still saying you are a Muslim, you are not ready for Yoruba nation. It is as simple as that. I'm gonna say that again. If you are still saying that you are a Christian and you are a Muslim and you want to pray to those gods to get you Yoruba nation, you are not ready. You are not ready, because now you as a Christian, you are going to go and pray. Apostolic Church, Apostolic Faith University, Apostolic Faith Nursery, right? How come your Jesus or the church has not found the money, that 10 million naira? How come? How come? How come? Share this broadcast. We are entitled to ask this question, and we are asking a very pertinent question. How come your faith has not provided the safety and security that is implied when you're praying? I am covered by the blood of Jesus. Jesus is everything. Jesus is everything. Where is he? Where is that Jesus of yours? Can you see that that it is not real? Can you see that it is fraud? Can you see now that it is fraud? It is fraud. Now that the kidnappers have taken away those 5 children and teachers and the driver and all of that, and the conductor. Where is your Christianity? Where's your Islam? Has it stopped this happening? Can you see why we are saying to you it is time that we break away from these false religions? If we are following these religions, in my own opinion, if we keep following it, we are not ready for Yoruba nation, because we will continue to believe that we are sinners and we are slaves. Under Christianity, you are a sinner. Under Islam, you are a slave to your God. So you will not stand up you will never be able to stand up for your rights. This is the reality. I hope many of you are waking up. Let's read on. I want to read up. So, in a telephone conversation with Vanguard, Boje, who confirmed the action of the school, stated that the kidnappers have called severally and they are insisting on 100 million. How come the government is not involved in this so that they could track those? I don't know. I don't want to say too much, but the government should be doing something. You know where I'm going. I don't need to explain that. On the state of the abducted children, they said the children are safe. Some of them spoke with us, and even adults among the cultists spoke with us. They usually give them the phone to talk with us, after which they start flogging them. Remember what I said, and we could hear their cries in agony. Remember what I said about this. And I keep telling you, the religions, they leave you open to harm. Right, let's go and look at this. Section 34(1). Nobody shall be subjected to inhuman treatment. So what every individual is entitled to respect for the dignity of his person, and accordingly, no person shall be subject to torture or inhuman or degrading treatment. Can you see that? Now let us see what they did here. I want you to read here. Let me read this up. Let me read this again. I want you to see this here. Now, it says here, they started flogging them. And we could hear their cries and agony. In the Constitution of Nigeria, it states No person shall be subject to torture or inhuman or degrading treatment. So the kidnappers are committing a crime against the constitution, against the people, and against the constitution, and yet the government is not interfering. Do you see why we're saying we are entitled to go for Yoruba Nation? But we cannot go for Yoruba Nation with the mindset that is being displayed by our people. You are watching and waiting for the government. You should be holding them to, you should be calling them to meetings in your community right now. Every community in Yoruba land should have a meeting, town hall meeting. Demand that your local government chairman, state House of Assembly members, House of Reps, senators, governors, they come to that meeting and you question them and you remind them that you are the sovereign. You have the power to hold them to account and they must answer you. But you are burying your head in the Bible that has no responsibility for your safety or security. You heard me right. The Bible or the Quran has zero responsibility for your safety or security. Quote me on that. But yet, that is where you spend most of your time and your mind. It occupies your mind and it leaves you open to attacks like this, because what you need to be doing is holding your government to account. But because they're conditioning your mind with the lies, you believe that whatever the church says or the imam says is the only way. And then now the government, now they leave you to the wind. Islam and Christianity in Nigeria, they are scams. It's time you woke up. It's time you woke up. I will say it like it is. So let's read on. Oh. Let's read on. So they were beaten and you could hear their cries, and that goes against the constitution. Now the constitution is not perfect, but I'm saying you need to begin to use it. This must become the most important document to you right now. Until we break free from Nigeria, every single community must know this in their local language. You must demand that the constitution be written in your language. You can do that right now. You don't have to wait very far. We can take action right now. Kẹ́nà bèrè pé a fẹ́ ìwé òfin ní èdè wa kíákíá báyìí, a pàṣẹ fún yín. That's what you be doing. That's what you should be doing. Let's go forward. Asked if the community have been able to raise anything, he said the community is raising it their own. They said the school should go and raise some funds, and the parents too. We would now put everything together so that when they call again, we will be able to tell them the amount of money we have on ground. Yet, okay, what state is that? Let me show you something. Let me show you something to show you the cruelty of the situation. I'm actually going to do that with you right now. I have time tonight. I've got time. Now, let's go and do this now. Monthly allocation. I'm going to go somewhere for you. The government, oh, this and that. You need to start putting pressure. No, we're going to do this right. Please share this broadcast and watch it live. So, Nigerian, what's it called? Monthly allocation. Let me see. I want to just check something if I got it. Nigerian. 1 minute, please. Give me a minute, please. What's it called? Okay, disbursement download. Okay. Let me just check something. I'm gonna look at this again. I'm gonna just show you something. I want to show you the recent one. The government has got 100 million naira. No question. They have it. Ekiti, right? Okay. They will say they should not even, nobody should be paying a penny. Ekiti. Let's go to Ekiti. So we're going to local government details. Ekiti. Emure. Local government area. Let me just see. Emure. So these are National Bureau of something. Nigeria National Bureau of Statistics, I think it's called. I think. But let me just quickly go and do this one. I want to go and get you this figure. And this is why I'm telling you, you need to stop this Christianity and Islam. No ifs, no buts. You are enslaved. We've been mentally enslaved. Now, Ekiti, A, B, C, D. Ekiti, right. Emure. Let's go and look at Emure, right? I'm going to go for Emure. Right, Emure, right? If I'm correct, Emure. Here we go. Okay. This is a figure for August 2023, but I will find a more current one. Emure, right? They were paid in August last year 220 million 339,648 naira and 24 kobo or 12 kobo. Was it 20? No, 20. Let me just check something quickly. Emure here. So here we go. Sorry. So 220 million 339,648 naira and 12 kobo. That is in August. So let's go and look at the current one, or the nearest amount they paid last. So look, I need to arm you with information. The Emure community, get on your feet now. Let's go and look at this now. National Bureau of Statistics, is it? National Bureau of Statistics now. Nigeria. There we go. Now, please, I need you to go here. You need to take collective action. No more waiting around. This is nonsense. Stop this church nonsense. Stop this mosque nonsense. Because they are now that you're being abducted. Where are the church? Where's the church in this now? Where's the mosque? Wake up. Now, let's go and do this now. So we're going to go and go for what's it called again? Sorry about this. Let me just check the name. Disbursement, is it? Yeah, FAAC. Good. Okay. We're going to go type in FAAC. Now, let's see the most current report that they've got so far. Okay, let's go and look at the report. So, the allocation, January. So, 29th of January. Good. Now, we are giving you the most up-to-date figure. In January, they got this amount. So, this is a few days ago, 29th of January. Now, let's go and look at this. And Emure happened, right? So, we're going to look at what Emure got. If you do not take this action in your community, you guys are not serious. I'm telling you the information, up-to-date information. Please share this with every person in Ekiti that you know right now. This is what you need to do. So we're going to go and download the figure. December 2023, they paid them this money. Let's go and look at it. I'm hoping I get it right. Where is it? Where is it? Sorry. Where is it? It's not that one. It's not that one. Here we go. Let me go here again. Now, I just downloaded it, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, let's have a look at what's going on. Not that one. So let me look in the Excel spreadsheet. Okay. So that's December 2023. Good. Okay, now, everybody in the local government area, in Emure local government, you can no longer be, you are not powerless. I am telling you what you can use right now. Please share this broadcast. If you are serious about fixing your community and actually holding them to account, start with that. Let us go to Emure local government area. Where are the officials? How much was paid in January? Let's go and look at Emure. Please share. So Ekiti, right? Emure. Now here we go. Please share this. I can't overemphasize how important this is. Emure local government area. You see, in Ekiti, right? How much was paid? Sorry about this. Emure. I'm going to move it up here. I need you to wake up. It's no more talking now. We're done with talking. You need to take collective action. Get off that church nonsense. They are brainwashing you. And I have to be as cold and as direct as possible. Now, look at this. Emure. Just this January, they received 239,474,492 naira and 29 kobo. You see that? That's Emure. Let me move forward a bit. See, that is Emure. So, what does that mean? It means that the local government, they have that money. It is the responsibility of the local government to provide safety and security, to make sure the people are safe, not the church, not the mosque. Where's that money gone? Number one. Number two, where are the funds meant for safety and security in Emure to prevent this happening? If you keep praying in the church and the mosque, you see what is happening. I hope you are seeing what is happening. This is the money they got in January. And that money was meant for what period? Let's see what period it covered. I want to see what period it covered. 1 minute. So this covered for December, disbursement for December 2023. They got it in January. 1 second though. They got this on what date? Sorry, I'm going to check what date they got it. No, I can't see it here. But this is the most recent one. They got it 29th of January. Yeah? Let me go back down. I need to just see A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, E. On. There we go. So, down again. So that is Emure right there. You can see that. That is the money that they have. Oh, so if they were serious about the lives of the people, Emure local government should already be meeting up. Let us see how much they got in December itself. Let's go back. Yeah, I want to show you something because you need to start learning this. And I've told many people, you can do this yourself on your phone. What I just done now, you can do it. So you contributing money for ransom. It is the responsibility of the state to provide you safety and security. You should be calling them to meetings in every part of Emure right now. But you see, when we talk about that, oh, let us go and pray. Who pray a help? I beg, who pray a help? I beg, who pray a help? Yes, they came with guns. Mbanefo. Exactly, my brother. Yes, they came with guns, oh, and explosives. Not prayer. Thank you. You do. Not so it be. Let me pin that message. I want people to know what we're talking about here. Please share this broadcast. Share the broadcast. This is, look, let me show you. I'm trying to show you people of Ekiti right now in Emure local government area. Call a meeting with all your local government officials, House of Assembly, House of Reps, senators, governors. Call them to a meeting now. Demand that the money meant for protection, where is it gone? You are a sovereign. Wake up from this church and mosque nonsense. Wake up. Now, let me show you something. I'm going to go to the previous month. I want to go to the previous month. So let's go back here. So FAAC. I've shown you the one for December. Let's show you the one they paid in November. Because they get paid almost every month. But it's for quarterly. Anyway, let's show you. Okay. So they got this one now for November. For the December. So they got two payments. They got two payments in January. Can you see it? Let me blow it up. Oh, my people. Stop this prayer. You don't need to pray to anybody. Oh. Look. See? Federal Account Allocation Committee payment, disbursement. January 29, 2024. Federal Account Allocation Committee, November disbursement. Paid in January. Two payments. Let us go and look at this. Everybody watching this, please share. I hope. Oh man. Okay, I'll leave that one. So now, brother, you didn't have to take that message off. It's a very relevant message, but don't worry. Let's carry on. So let me go and get this up for you. because we need this information. So now I'm going to go to download. I just want, because you need this kind of information. The community needs this information. This thing about, you don't need to even, the government should be the ones paying this. The money is there for the local government area, and I can show you how much the state is getting as well. Oh man, I'm beside myself with let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. Why are they showing me? No, I don't want that one. 1 minute. Why is it showing me this? So go back again. I'll try one more time. Maybe I pressed the wrong one. The one I want is December. Okay, not that one. So press this one. That should be November. So hopefully we should get that now. And maybe in my rush I pressed the wrong one. But let's give it a benefit of doubt. There you go. That's it. So the Emuri local government area, they have more than enough for that 100 million naira. I'm not saying they should pay it, but you have justification. Don't go begging for money. Your state money, that money is meant for you. Oh my goodness, man. Please share this broadcast. Share this broadcast. Share. Yes, they did now. Mbanefo, they came with guns, explosives. When I sit under the look, oh. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. We're looking at Ekiti. So remember, they got 200 and something million in January, towards the end of January, 29th. On the 12th of January, they got something else as well. So let's go here. So we're going to look at Emuri. Because it happened in Emuri, right? Is it Emuri? Let me just check something first. Whatever, 1 second, let me just make sure I got the right place. Because I want to make sure it's in, is it Emuri? Sorry. Okay, that was the one that happened with the Obas. Sorry, yeah. So this one, what area is this one? Sorry about that. I'll get it right. Yeah, it is Emuri. It is Emuri. Emuri. It's Emuri local government area. You can see it there. You can see it. That's Emuri. So we're in the right place. We're in the right place. Okay, now. So Emuri, you can all see it. So this is amount money for November 2023. So this is Emuri. We're going to go to Emuri. Please follow what I'm doing here and do share this broadcast. Very, very important information. I am showing you what you can use to begin to hold your local government to account, your state government to account. And I hope many of you will take it and use it. No more talk. Action from yourself. Don't be praying to nonsense. You've been brainwashed. Here we go. Now, Emuri. This is for November. Let's go and look at Emuri, November. In November, they got payment for Emuri local government area twice in January. 12th of January, 29th of January. In November, they got paid in 12th of January, they received 207 million naira, 314 million, 631 naira and 32 kobo. Why are the people paying for that money when this money is there? Why? Why are people contributing money when this money is there? Why? You need to ask questions. Why? Why? Please, somebody answer that question. Why? Share this to your local government area. Share this to reach Emuri local government area. Let the people of Emuri know that there's money that covers that 100 million that the Emuri must pay for. The people must not pay. This is the responsibility. The abduction that happened in Emuri is the fault of the local government, the fault of the state government, and they should bear the cost of all of that. But many of you are busy praying. That is the reality. I hope you are seeing what I'm saying. Please share this broadcast. There is a way out, but it requires you coming together as a community, using the powers that I'm showing you here on the screen. Now let me go here. I want to just show you quickly. So keep in mind, I'm going to write this down, and I want you people to remember as well, or you make a note as well. Make notes. You go ahead and make notes as well, because we should all be doing this together. Make notes of the amount that you see on the screen, so you know that we have those funds. It's not somebody telling you here story, a hearsay. Hearsay. This is fact. Please share this broadcast. Let this reach as many people as possible. I don't like coming on the broadcast and tell you, oh, this is wrong, that is wrong, and not offer solution. We are giving you practical solution. It doesn't even require you to pay a penny. It just requires you to come together in your community now and begin to confront your government. There's 200 million naira in just one day. 12th of January, they got that money for Emure. So this, what date is this one? Let me check that date. So funds. Put that down quickly. So 207, 314 million, 207 million, 314,000, 631 naira and 32 kobo. Yeah. So that is for November 23. Okay. So, and then December 23. Let's go and look at the December one. So please do not, this prayer stuff, you see now that it's pointless to make any useless prayer. So in December 2023, yes, they got 239 million 474,492 naira and 29 kobo. Okay, if you do a quick math, that's over half a billion naira. That's over 500 million naira or thereabout. Okay, let's say 446 million naira in within 1 month. They have 446 million naira available right now to pay that money from the local government, because it's their responsibility, not the church, not anybody else. It's their responsibility. Are you following me? Can you see that this prayer nonsense? Can you see? It is time to wake up. Many people are not following what I'm saying. Please share this broadcast. If you know anybody in Ekiti, this is where they should be sharing this now. Share this to people. I'm going to try and share it. Let me pause and share it again, because this is you can literally, this can be dealt with immediately. There is a solution here, but nobody is listening. Let me see. I'm going to put it in I'm going to put it in a kitty as well, I believe. Let me see if I've got. Let me find a kitty somewhere, because I'm going to start doing that now. I'm going to, you need to have this information. So a kitty. Let me go here. A kitty. Okay, movement. A kitty. A kitty. A kitty. So I'm going to put it there. Okay. So I'm going to be sharing it to everybody. If you are from Ekiti, you'll be getting a message from me. You need to start understanding. I need somebody in Ekiti to take note of what I've just said. They are asking for 100 million naira. I'm showing you I'm showing you there's 446 million naira. They got that money in January. That money should be used to pay for that ransom. Nobody should have to pay. It is the state that is responsible for the security of the people. Let me show you why I'm saying that. Let's go here. Follow me, please. Please subscribe to Cisnewa on YouTube. Hit the notification button. Give us thumbs up. This is why I keep telling you, this platform, we speak truth to power always, and I stand by that. Let's go and get this right. Now, I need you to really play your part in this. This information, don't keep it quiet. Share it. Share it as far and as wide as possible. Let me go. And anybody that's from Ekiti, you need to have this information, because what is going on now It's not acceptable anymore. We cannot be silent anymore. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. 1 second, please. Let me just quickly share it to somebody else as well, because we need to take action. We cannot be waiting. We cannot be waiting around anymore. We cannot. We need to take collective action. We must really. This is Ekiti. I'm showing you where they have the funds, but I want to go to section 14 or 13. I think, is it 12 or 13? And I'll read where it talks about the state, it's responsibility of the state to provide safety and security. There you go. 14.2b. Listen to this. Listen to this. Why the state must pay and not you. You need to tell the state, you see, and the local government. See that? It is hereby accordingly declared that the security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of government. Do you see that? Are you all seeing that? I hope you're seeing that. Please share this broadcast. Share this broadcast. Let it reach as many people as possible. Nobody should worry about paying the money. Your state government have got the money. I'm showing you. They got paid on the 12th of January, 207 million naira. They got paid on the 29th of January. They got paid. 1 second. Oh, sorry, not that one. They got paid 239 million naira. So they have 446 million naira. They can take 100 million from that and pay the ransom. But they also contract those people. So they don't say there's no money. You see, if you do not participate in your governance, do you see how the damage now? I've been saying it. Now, this is the case in point. Are we ready to take the action? Yes or no? It is not about going and begging. Please send. The money is there. We have the money. Why are we not forcing the government to do what they need to do? Please give us thumbs up as you are watching. Share this broadcast. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. We need to wake up. This cannot go on anymore. I'm telling you, the religions of Christianity and Islam is enslaving your mind, and we need to wake up. This is sickening. This is absolutely sickening. Oh my goodness, I'm seeing what the I don't have words for what I just seen. I don't even understand. I can't even begin to word what I've just seen. Please, I'm asking you all, if you are following Citizen AY, you need to tell the people of Emure, not a penny. They shouldn't pay a penny to the terrorists. It is the responsibility of the local government area and the state government, and they have the money. Let me go and look at Ekiti government. Let me show you state details. So this is for December. We're going to go to Ekiti. Right. Ekiti, right? Let's go and look at the payments. So you've seen the amount for the local government area. Let us go and look at the Ekiti government. Before they come and tell you they haven't got the money. Look, I'm showing you. This is, oh man. Ekiti. They got 7 trillion. I think it is 7 trillion 699 million 198,577 naira 46 kobo. That is just for one. That's for December. For December. So they got 7 trillion. So tell me why Ekiti State is not paying that money. It's their responsibility. That's the money there. That's just what. Let's go and look at the next month. We need to start. Look at this. Ekiti. So 7 trillion. Right. There we go. $6 trillion. 610 million. I'm sorry, not 6 trillion. 6 billion 610 million 966,305 naira 27 kobo. So that's 6 billion plus 6 billion. That's 13 billion. So the state cannot find that money to pay the ransom and begin to interrogate and find out where those terrorists are. They committed a crime. Their job is to track them down. Not. Can you see what I'm showing you? Are you seeing what I'm showing you? The people of Emure don't need to pay a penny. I'm telling you, the funds are there. But because we are not participating in our governance, I keep saying it, we won't know any of this. You're burying your head in the Bible that is closing your mind. Wake up. I'm giving you evidence. The community of Emure right now should be having a meeting based on the funds I've just provided. I hope you are seeing what I'm showing you. I'm based on what they are asking for. They're asking for 100 million naira. Yeah. So 100 million naira is what they're asking for. You see it there. And I've just shown you both the state has got, as of January, they've got 13 billion naira in its coffers. The local government has got 446 million naira in its coffers in January. But yet people are trying to put money together for according to what they're saying. Let me show you. I'm not just speaking. Let's look at this. Says here. So so if the community has been able to raise anything, he said the community is raising their own. The community should not be raising anything because the funds are available already from the local monthly allocation. Do you see why I keep talking about our active participation in our governance? If you don't do this, you're not ready for Yoruba Nation. No. Let's just be very, very clear. If we don't begin to do this, I don't even want to even be part. I think I'm actually going to pull away from talking about Yoruba Nation. If the people are the ones who end up paying for this, and they don't put the pressure on the local government or the state government, then for me, I am clear in my conscience. I will continue to talk about this. I will no longer talk about Yoruba Nation. I am taking my hands off it completely. Because if you do not participate in the process, the funds that you're going to contribute is already in the government. But because you are blinded by religion, you don't know this. So it's up to you now. Me, my conscience is, I'm not even going to, I think I'm even going to start talking about something completely different. If no action is taken locally using what I've just shown you, there's no point. I'm even showing you, you don't have to pay. Nobody in Emure, but everybody, no school, no family should pay a penny. The government have the money. The local government has the money. The state government have the money. If they make you pay that money, that tells you how bad your governance is, because they have the money and they are cruel. And if you do not stand up for those rights against and make sure that that money is paid to free your people, you're not ready for Yoruba Nation. Pure and simple. I say it unapologetic. You're not ready for Yoruba. You're not ready for anything. You need to participate. I know people will not like what I'm saying, but I'm saying it categorically. We need to begin to participate in the process of governance right now. I'm close to just sort of, I'm now I see, I've been pushing for this now for a good few months now. And I can see people are initially, where are we going to find 100 million? Please, we need this information to get to the community. Nobody in the community needs to pay a penny. I've shown you your local government area, Emure local government area, they have the funds. Let me show you. Local government area, Emure. Right. Please, look at this. Emuri has, they got paid 12th of January for December, I believe it is. No, for November. They got paid 207 million naira. The terrorists are asking for 100 million naira. In just that one payment on the 12th of January, they have the money to pay for the ransom to free those the kids and these teachers abducted. They have the money. It's their responsibility. Number one. Let's go for the next one. Right. Okay. Emuri. Right. So Emuri is here. I want to show you again. Again, 29th of January, they paid this money. They got paid this money. 220 million naira. They got paid 220 million naira. Which means this figure here, they are asking for, sorry, not that one. May so rest in peace, not that one. They are asking for 100 million naira. So, in Muri local government alone, they have 446 million naira. Why aren't they paying that towards already? Telling nobody pay anything. It's our responsibility. If you do not begin to put pressure, this is where we need to participate in our governance. This is where we need to really participate. Okay. Let me just make something clear. I'm going to do this now. So, just going to make sure people understand, because we can no longer accept this lie anymore. I will do my level best to bring the attention to the world so that we can begin to put pressure on those in governance. The ransom of 100 million naira demanded by the terrorists, by the kidnappers, yeah, can be paid. Must be paid, not can, must be paid with the monthly allocation. Yeah. So I'm providing you, and we cannot keep this quiet. With the monthly allocation paid to Emuri local government area. We need to expose this lie. Emuri local government area. Yeah. They will not like this, but we need to speak truth to power. This is what we do on this platform. We speak truth to power always. Local government. Yeah. And we'll come and do that. Would pay to Emuri, paid to, yeah, paid with the monthly allocation, paid to American government with the combined total of 446 million naira in January 2024. In January 2024, let us expose this lie. No citizen, no citizen in Emuri local government area should pay a penny. So I'm just writing this up now. Should pay a penny. As the money The money above is their money. And the government is the people's money. It's the people's money. I can't believe this, man. This is we I'm trying to just not lose it. And it should be used. And the people, it is time for the people, it is time for the people of Emure. Yeah? I'm writing this down as I do it. You will see it on Citizen on Citizen AY on Facebook. So you can go and see it on there. To begin to hold their government to account. The local and state government to account. If not, we're not ready for Yoruba Nation. This is how big it is for me. This is how big this is. If they don't, then we are not ready to. Then we are not ready for Yoruba Nation. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down because I'm not. I'm not gonna be, for Yoruba Nation. We must demand. We must exercise our sovereignty. We must begin to exercise our sovereignty. So I'm writing that down as I'm going live on air because as I'm live on air now. Collective sovereignty. So hopefully those who are watching will be able to read into that and know and pass this message on to the people of Emure Ekiti that they must put pressure on their government to pay that money. So I've got a bit of a cold that is not going away. So anyway. Please share. Yeah. So, so you can see it on there. And what I'm trying to do is we need to wake up our people. I'm just showing you what is going on right now. They are demanding for 100 million naira. The abductors are demanding for 100 million naira. And yet I am showing you that in the books, in the monthly allocation for Emure local government area, they have 446 million naira. So let me show you my evidence. Please share this broadcast. Share this broadcast. We need to take collective action. If the people are not going to exercise that power, we're not ready for Yoruba Nation. It is that simple. We must begin to exercise those powers. We need to. So let me manage this. A second. Take that one away. Sorry. And pin. So I want to put that at the very top. So I need you to really do something for me. Please share this broadcast because the information here, I've given you the information that you need. I've shown you how to access the National Bureau of Statistics to see the information that I have. You can do it from your mobile phone. Nobody in Emure local government area has to pay a penny. Nobody should pay a penny. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, Agbene, thank you. I appreciate that. So please, I'm saying this to you all. We have the solution. You don't even have to pay. I'm telling you what many have not told you. You are saying this for the first time ever on Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. You have the information that you need to put pressure on your local government and the state government to pay the money that is in their books. I'm showing you right now. Ekiti. 12th of January, they got paid. So let me go back to the other one. The first one here. In November, they got paid 207 million naira. But that money was paid 12th of January 2024. And then they got another payment on the 29th of January for Imure. And I'm showing you the evidence here. Please share. Share. Endeavor to share this. Please do not wait. You need to begin. We have to take a collective action. So you can see Imure here. Imure here. 220. You see? So 220 plus 206. That is 420, 430. Sorry, 436. 430. Yeah, is it? Sorry, 426. 426. Beg your pardon. 426 million naira. So they can pay that 100 million, the local government area. What is even more, the state of Ekiti can pay that money also, because Ekiti, they had, is this the first one? Or unless they've changed it, I don't even know what they've done here. Because sometimes they can mix. Okay, but forget. Let's just leave the local government first. Let me see. Yeah, it is there. Yeah, it is there. Correct. So Ekiti. So Ekiti has got 6 billion that they can use that get the 100 million from, plus another 6 billion, plus another beg your pardon, I'm just trying to find it for you. So Ekiti State, they have another, is it 6 billion? Okay, they say it's 5 billion. 6 plus 5, that's 11 billion. Let me just check that is the right state. Yeah, Ekiti. So they got 5 billion, 6 billion plus Ekiti, another 6 billion. So that's 12 billion. 12 billion naira. They can pay the money. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to take collective action. People pray. You don't need to go and pray in any church. You just need to take collective action. That's what I'm trying to tell you all. Please share this broadcast. The information that you're sharing here is simply not available anywhere else. We can solve our own problems by simply participating in our governance, putting pressure on those we elect into office. Please share this broadcast. You've been watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'm going to bring this to an end here. I need to rest. But I hope this information reaches you. Please do share. I can't overemphasize how important the information has been. It is. Please subscribe to Citizen AY. Hit the notification button. Give us thumbs up. Help us reach more people. The information, I'm telling you, you have the funds. Your state can pay that money. All it requires for you is to begin to put pressure on them. People of Imure, stop praying nonsense. Prayers is empty. It means zero. In the church or in the mosque, wake up. Demand that they free your people. Come out as a community. Bring them to a town hall meeting in your community. You have the right to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I may restream this later on directly on Facebook, but I need you to really understand. Don't just sit on this information. Share it. We are giving you the blueprint of how you can begin to take control. If you cannot take control under Nigeria, you cannot take control of Yoruba nation. You're not ready. You're not ready. Start with what is happening right now. Begin to participate in your governance. The money that you need to save those abducted is in your state government, is in your local government. Take collective action. A word in wife is a word is enough for the wise. A word is enough for the wise. Let us take collective action. Stop this dogmatic praying business. Stop this useless dogmatic praying business. Wake up. You have the solution. We are giving you the blueprint. Take collective action. Start in your community today. Join us. Begin to spread this message. Go and download the Constitution in Yoruba and in English. www.citizenay.org. You have it there. Make use of the information. Begin to work collectively in your communities. Hold those you elect into office to account. No ifs, no buts. You don't even need to pay the money. You force them to pay that money. The money is in the account, and they are keeping you oppressed and suppressed in your land with these useless prayers that you're praying. Wake up. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please share the broadcast. I'll back later on. Please don't forget, subscribe to Citizen AY, hit the notification button, and of course give us thumbs up. I may restream this immediately, directly after I finish this broadcast on YouTube. And my broadcast will always start from YouTube from here on. So please subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Hit the notification button. Give us thumbs up. Always give us a thumbs up. The more you give us a thumbs up, the more we reach more people. The information that is in here, it is really important information. It gives you the blueprint of how you can begin to take control from within your community, making those you elect into office accountable to you and your community, and begin to get the roads, the water, the light, the schools, the bridges, the healthcare, the safety, the security you need. As of right now, you can call them to a meeting. Call your state government to a meeting, your local government chairman, state level assembly members, House of Reps, senators, governors. You can call them to a town hall meeting and you demand from them that every community must be protected. They provide the funds, they provide the military to protect your community from being killed. They protect every part of your community. It is your right as a sovereign. Please join hands. You need to start this at the community level, at the local government level. Without doing that, nothing can change. If you do not begin to participate in this process, you are not ready for Yoruba Nation. End of story. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth power. I'll back later on. Thank you and bye for now. Please do